about last week that made me think of this song on the way. Earlier today.
Because we was talking about it.
Yeah.
Was we talking about this?
Well, you know, the whole
You want to see the help,
thing.
didn't you?
Yeah.
You want to see the help.
I did see
That's
the
what
help.
made you feel your
I did see the help. I did see the help.
We ready to march. It's Tuesday, August the 16th. You're listening to the Sheryl Underwood Show on Foxxhole 98. Give us a call at 855-369-9898, and you can ask us anything, and our crack research team and everyone in front of their computers will try to find you an answer, and you can tweet us at Foxxhole. And you're listening to Stevie Wonder's version of Blowing in the Wind. I wonder who did it first.
Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke did it first?
Yes.
I thought
That's
Arthur and
my man.
Garfunkel.
Maybe, you know what, you could be right.
Who did it? Okay, crack research team. Hit the phones.
But you know what, Sam
Did
Cooke
Bob
did
Dylan
it
do it?
best.
Yep, see? Okay, white people would know this.
Bob Dylan.
You look so cute in your Tweety Bird. What is that? That's
Cookie
not Tweety
Monster?
Bird.
That's one of the girls. Look, from Sesame Street. I forgot her name.
Cookie Monster?
Really?
No.
It was not. It wasn't Cookie Monster. It was the little girl with the barrettes in her hair.
Really?
The little Muppet. Yeah.
I wish we could find out what the name of this thing was, so
Why don't we
everybody
tweet
can
it?
see.
We're gonna
Why don't
tweet
we
it.
tweet
Yeah, I'll take a picture.
Somebody
I
take a
got you.
picture of it, right? Take a picture
I know you
of
will,
her
James.
shirt and her hat and put it on Twitter. Is the barrette supposed to be that far apart?
That's hilarious. They were stretched. The barrettes are stretching.
I had to give him an example of what.
I'm so glad you're up close. Last two pictures of Glenda, I was in it, and I was a little salty about
That's
it.
good. That's an
Why?
excellent
'Cause I
picture.
want to be in your picture.
You was all in the picture.
I
Oh
know.
my goodness.
That's an excellent picture. That's
Oh
an
my
excellent.
God.
That's an
She did it on
excellent
purpose.
You
picture.
look like
Put it on-
Droopy
Oh,
Dog,
shit.
though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a good.
Oh, I
one.
like
Make
it
that
too.
my Facebook
Guys,
picture.
fellas
That's
out
your
there,
Facebook
it
picture?
looks
That's my
like
Facebook picture.
it looks like one of the Muppet characters on Glenda's breast, really tight shirt, and you can't see her face. It's the best
That's why
part
we're
about
gonna
it.
put it on
Classic
Twitter so
boob
you can see
shot.
it. So call us and ask us anything you would like to ask us. You know, we're still going to talk a little politics because they're getting it in on the president, talking about his approval rating is 39%. We don't give a damn. He getting real.
That's because they ain't asking the right people.
Absolutely.
They didn't ask me because his approval rating is still
A billion.
Yeah, with me.
They should ask this room. It'll be 99%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Even white Jim Kelly, you're going to give him a little dad punk. We
They
got
called me
nothing.
like 10 times. That's why it's so low.
You stupid. You so stupid.
They got you.
Right. Hey, White Jim Kelly.
I didn't get your number, though.
Yeah.
I got it from this show. I personally, I think, and I want you to call in, all the listeners call in. Do you think that they ganging up on the president and they had the little straw poll in Iowa, and oh boy, Mitt Romney said he wasn't going. Rick Perry, is that his name? Rick Perry?
Rick Perry.
Rick Perry, governor of Texas. He talking all that yang. It ain't gonna go down for
Looking
him.
like a
either.
fake ass George Bush.
Thank you. He not even cool like George Bush was.
No, he tries,
Right.
but it's not all there.
No.
It's not all there.
He don't have that Western swagger that President Bush had.
He's too back road rural.
Yeah, President Bush, he had that. Me and Condoleezza be kicking it. I used to be on that ooh-wee. I'm trying to get off that liquor,
Condoleezza?
but I will whoop your ass.
No, she laying in the cut, ain't she?
She's out speaking. You can hear her speaking. She
Really?
does commencement speeches and different motivational speeches and things
You
like
think she'll
that.
go to Compton?
Yeah, if you probably for
Why
the right
wouldn't she?
invitation.
Yeah, for the right money. The price
And
is
she
right.
gangster. She ain't scared of nothing. If she went over there and faced down them Russians and all
You're
the Middle
right.
Eastern people, she ain't scared of
She ain't
Compton.
scared of right. Nobody.
But
with
she's
no gap.
she's kind of gangster. She likes football and everything.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know.
that's a whole Texas thing, ain't
Yeah.
Texas is big. And she
But she's from Stanford, I thought.
Yeah,
No,
she's
from
from Stanford.
Alabama by way Stanford.
maybe it was Southern thing.
Absolutely. And don't forget, we will Twitter you. We want you to hit the phones. We're going to talk a little politics. And then after we talk a little politics, we got There's No Business Like Show Business with Succulent Stacy and Glenda the Good Witch. Then Colin Kelly going to talk a little sports. Then we're going to get to Sex and Series because we have had a lot of inquiries. We don't call them complaints here. They're inquiries about can you bring Sex and Series back. And I might have.
Really?
That's a really good.
You know, we're going to have to cut
part
about
of the
30
show.
movies out. So
Nope.
we can
The
or
top
some of the
98.
stories,
yeah, for real.
No, y'all stories be good as hell. I'm sorry.
the entertainment stories.
Yup. But no, y'all personal stories be good as hell.
Oh,
I don't think anybody believe that we have this much fun as a radio show. That we getting it in this hard.
You hear that, sponsors? We're having fun.
That's right.
Bring on your products.
Hey, and I'd like
Bras,
to
panties.
thank Cheetos for that puff, whatever
Chip
that
and dip.
puff corn is. Cheetos doing the doggone thing. And Pizza
The
Hut.
snack that you're eating.
Yeah, it's very, very
It
good.
looks like okie doke popcorn. Is that what it is?
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. My reminiscing ass start crying. So I picked it, and it was two. I think it was two for $2 or something like that. Big gigantic bag. Thank you, Ralph's. So we have that Ralph's. Okay, look, give us a call at 855-369-9898. Now, okay, wait a minute. Which news story did you all hear that you liked the best?
Like
Any news story that really like kind of struck you? Like when the State Fair stage
now
collapsed.
that was a shame.
man.
Wasn't that
Tragedy,
shocking?
yeah.
That was
Tragic.
shocking. Who was playing on the stage?
Sugarland.
Sugarland.
Yeah.
Damn, none of them got
Country.
hurt.
They hadn't gone on yet.
Damn
In
hillbillies.
between acts.
They probably rebuilt the damn stage while they was back there. Probably got some tractors and some lumber. And white people say, well,
Yeah.
goddamn it, I'm here, goddamn Sugarland, by God.
They're about the biggest country band right now.
Hell yeah. So
Yeah.
y'all wasn't going nowhere. White people was just standing around waiting for them to rebuild the stage.
Yeah.
Black people would have left as soon as it got windy and the dirt got in our hair.
As soon as it got windy.
We were like,
It's like, oop, I'm tipping out of here. in my
we
heels.
would have been like, this same shit happened on The Wizard of Oz.
Where's Toto?
Hilarious.
Where's Toto?
Hilarious.
Woo.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Absolutely.
That was a shame to.
Didn't nobody die in it, did they?
Five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 or 5
Five people
people.
Yeah, 5 people died.
Damn.
5 people died. One of the.
Yeah.
Did you see the footage? Did you see it fall?
See it
I just
fall.
I saw the
I did.
on the intranet that
Oh, yeah.
part, but I
Yeah.
didn't see it on the
Yeah.
news.
One
The
of the
winds were kicking up. Go ahead, Stacey.
What
One of the
happened?
concert goers said that it was like they watched it in slow motion. It just happened, like it just unfolded.
Really?
Yeah.
You think they was in shock?
I believe so.
I believe a
how
lot of
can you
people
not
were
be
in
in
shock.
shock? Yeah.
Oh, it was horrible.
Really?
It was
Like
terrible.
60 to 70 miles an hour wind. I don't know why they're still outside.
Okay.
They
Question.
said they were just about to announce that everyone should take cover, but they said the storm it moved in so fast on them.
And
Could
Mother
have
Nature
swept
said-
TT off her feet.
It
Yeah.
would have.
would
One
have
of
slept
the
her out the state. She's so low.
one of the technicians, he was up in there, like in the raft.
No.
When it all just
He
came
didn't
down.
die though.
He
did
died.
No.
He died.
Really?
Yeah, that was a shame.
Oh, that's
Very
really
sad.
sad.
The rest of them saved everybody, though. It was actually like the civilians and the people there that
Yeah.
actually saved everybody else because they started
Yeah.
bringing up the barrier and stuff. It's a pretty
Really?
bad fall. If you saw
Yeah.
it coming, you're like, oh, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Right.
That
Right.
sucks.
Right.
There was a
40
lady. There was a
45.
lady from Chicago that died from it. Yeah, as well.
Oh,
Yeah, she
wow.
was Christina Santiago, 29 of Chicago,
Wow.
and most of them were from Indianapolis. Well, one was from Fort Wayne.
There were 45 people that got injured.
45 were
Five-
injured
But
and
five
5
died.
died.
Yeah, 5 died.
Got it. Okay. Got it.
So there were a
got
lot of
it.
people injured.
Really.
So
Is
our
that
hearts
James?
go
Can I
out
tell you
to
what
the
was so
vic-
romantic?
families
What
of
was
the
so
victims.
White Jim Kelly walked
Just
around
walked
the
around
table,
the table
to adjust Glenda mics. See, the
to
rest of our
adjust
mics,
my
he don't give a
mic.
damn.
The hell with all you.
Yeah, right.
He just likes
was-
seeing her breathe.
Can I tell you what was so cool about it? He didn't say nothing.
No.
He didn't do nothing.
No.
He just walked around. I thought
Behind
somebody
her.
was gonna get the Ike Turner backhand.
Yeah.
And he was walking,
Attended to me.
and he adjusted it ever
adjusted.
so gently.
As he
It
put
was-
his head against her neck and went right up under her.
yeah,
Let me
that
do
was the most romantic gangster thing
That's
I've
that
ever.
for you.
And you know
This is
what?
my twit
Glenda
pic.
didn't even flinch.
No.
No, because they do that shit all the time at the house.
Stay
She
over
got
all
real
the time.
moist too. I could tell. I heard.
Shut up,
I
Kyle.
can hear that from under the table. I know that sound, Linda.
No, the sound is.
Stick bit.
That's you farting? Goddamn.
No.
That don't sound like no moistness.
That's the juicy sound.
Okay, well, we're going to get to your phone calls. You know, the phones are lighting up. They are on fire. We want you to give us a call at 855-369-9898 or tweet us at Foxxhole. We'll read your, what do you call them? Tweets?
Tweets.
Twitters. Okay, Twitters are the people.
Tweeters.
Twitters.
It's tweets.
So tweet is what they do.
Ooh, yep.
And
You have
Twitter is the people.
And you have
Twit pic.
tweet, and people are
You tweet.
Twitters.
I don't know what it is. We got all these degrees around the table. We can't figure out what it is.
Yeah.
When we come back, we'll talk about what it is. Is it a tweet? Is it Twitter? Is it bull tweet? Oh, this the cut right here. This is White Jim Kelly's favorite
You know
song.
what? I dedicate this to
White Jim Kelly?
our producer, Guy Black.
Ah!
No, because he imitates James
He
Brown.
sure does, and he did this one, didn't he?
Did he do this one?
Yes.
At Marcus's birthday
Yes, he
party.
did.
Which
Okay.
is coming
He did
up.
a
Isn't it coming up?
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this break. When we come back, we're going to see if we can get Guy Black to do a battle up against a James Brown record and figure out which one is James
one is
Brown
it?
and which one is Guy Black.
I'm Guy Black and I'm proud.
That's right. Ooh-wee. You're killing me. 855-369-9898. We'll be right back with more Sheryl Underwood Show after this break.
Two kids in a sandbox, baby.
Don't break up. This is Robin Thicke.
What is it?
It's Me, I Play. They're talking
Robin
about-
Thicke?
Yes. Yes, and he kind of what makes me I like it because he kind of
I play.
Me, I play. I think it's French for I think it's either threesome or.
Hold on, crack research staff.
I know,
Menage a
yeah,
trois.
yeah, I
Crack
think it
research
is.
staff.
Menage a trois.
Go get it. MEIPLE. We are back with more Sheryl on the show. Stacey's trying to explain her song, and I noticed that y'all put all three of her songs up front to get them out the way.
Get that shit over with.
I'm a little quirky when it comes to
Y'all
music.
were like,
I
damn
don't
that.
listen to what everybody else listens
But can I
to.
tell you something? I like the fact that you picked two songs that I like. One song that I'm gonna sound really hip talking about once we figure out what it means.
Me, I play.
Oh, that's
And
what it is.
Jay-Z is on here.
Really?
Yes,
Get to
absolutely.
the Jay-Z part because
He
I think
He actually produced this last album of Robin Thicke's, and they often talk about the New York state of mind. I love Robin Thicke. I probably will buy his music forever.
I wonder why, Stacey.
Whatever.
Oh, not because he's white.
Ain't online. That's what it
Jay-Z
is.
was-
Because he's Gloria Loring and Alan Thicke's baby.
Yeah, yeah, that's
watch
exactly
soap operas
why.
and
Where's Gloria Loring from?
Soap opera.
Oh, okay.
Crack research team. Everybody tell them who they are. And Alan Thicke had a great.
I know Alan Thicke.
Had a great.
Growing Pains.
He's going.
And he
Oh,
wrote
that's
all the
his son.
jingles.
Yeah, he's going back
Whose
to the
son?
radio, I believe. No, Robin.
Oh.
Yeah,
Robin
Alan
Thicke is his son.
Yeah,
Alan Thicke is the
Alan
dad.
is the dad, right?
No, Robin Thicke is
Alan-
the son.
Robin
Thicke is the son.
Right. Alan Thicke
Alan Thicke is the dad.
Alan Thicke is the dad.
sings on different strokes.
That's how I know.
He
Oh.
sings on different strokes.
Alan Thicke
Now
wrote
the
different
world
strokes.
don't
Yeah, that's
move
him.
to the beat of just one drum.
Yeah,
That's
that's
Alan Thicke
that's
singing
Alan
that.
Thicke.
Damn, crack
wrote it
research team.
and
Y'all,
sings it.
y'all doing a damn thing in August.
He wrote all
I
them.
just know
Wow.
from Growing Pains.
No, he wrote
Yeah,
all
see?
them he wrote all them old
Really?
sitcoms, the jingles.
Okay, go.
I'ma get
Kyle,
him up.
Get
I'ma
up
pull him
and
up.
so pull up everything he wrote.
Yeah.
So
The
we
dad
good.
is
It's
cute
about
too
to
now.
blow your mind
Yeah.
right quick.
But I date more than
Because
just
of
white
bees.
dudes.
You do?
Yeah, I actually
What'd you
just
do?
met got
You just met
reacquainted.
another one?
Where?
A Q, an Omega.
Yeah, they have white omegas.
Do they really?
Yup.
It's a black fraternity.
Yeah, they have. We have diversity
Oh, we
in
saw.
everybody.
We went one in where were we
You
last
met a
time?
white Omega?
Samoans, white Samoans.
We met when we were in Richmond.
Yep.
Big old white
Good
dude.
Omega men.
Yeah.
Good
Really?
Omega men.
Yeah.
Very
Oh,
nice.
well, then I'm good.
Should have came to the Centennial.
I
Hey,
shoulda.
let's go to the phones and let's hit Iceberg from New York City. He says there's no way President Obama's getting a second term. Why Iceberg?
Really?
Why Iceberg? Secret Service was like, shut up. Oh, speaking of Secret Service, who bought the bus that President Obama's in? That's a great tour bus.
It's a nice one.
Yeah, I heard it's a
Over
Secret
$1
Service
million
bus.
bucks.
Wait, I think we got Iceberg.
Iceberg. That's my dude
Iceberg?
right there too.
Yeah, shut up.
You said there's no way President Obama's getting a second term. Why?
Because the powers that be is just not going to let it happen. Do you remember when President Bush stole that last election when he got the
He
second
did not
term?
steal an election. He did not steal.
Shut up.
You mean the
Shut up.
first one? The first one?
Okay, shut up. We not going to get caught in there. All I got to say is this. Have you ever seen
Have you ever in your bald-headed life?
Iceberg melted.
Iceberg.
They just cut his lines.
Hey, back up off my dude. man.
Iceberg, call back in because you're about to make a great
It's a
prize.
conspiracy.
Have you ever seen?
All right, here we go.
Hello? Okay.
Oh, he got,
Hello? Okay, what? What happened, Kyle? What did Alan Thicke write?
Well, I know he wrote the Facts of Life.
Uh-huh.
You
Which
take
was a
the good,
classic.
you take the bad, and there
Take
you
them
have.
both.
There's another white
There
one.
you have.
I think three of them, or two of them were lesbians.
Who was? Oh,
Really?
on that
On
show?
the Facts of Life.
Which one, man? Which one did you like?
Blair.
Blair? I
Yeah,
like
the sassy
Joe,
one.
She's the
man.
Christian one that.
Really?
Yeah, she's
Yes.
really,
Now?
really different now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
is.
is.
I used to want to hit Joe, man. Joe was my little boo.
I liked her
Joe was
haircut.
cool.
I liked her haircut.
Joe was cool.
Tootie had
Tootie.
boobs.
Oh, of course,
I
Tootie.
know, my God.
She had boobies back then?
Oh
She
my God.
did. It
Yeah.
was ridiculous.
I don't
She was
remember
suppressing all that damn sex appeal with them braces and them roller skates and that little big schoolgirl outfit. Street walking. That's why Mrs. Garrett always had money, because she had them out there street walking. You better raise some money for, what's it, school? Woodland?
Wood something. It didn't-
Speaking of wood, let's go to the phones. George from Tennessee has a comment about Tavis Smiley. What's your comment, George?
Well, I'd just like to say I'm disappointed in Mr.
Damn,
Hello?
what's going on?
Hello?
We're cutting
Hello?
everybody's lines.
Damn. Hello?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
You say you're
Okay.
disappointed in Tavis because?
Yeah, he and Mr. West is on the Cornel West is on the bus tour, man, and they're hating on our president, and I'm just disappointed. I actually met Mr. Smiley, and I was on the plane. I was sitting next to a guy, and
Well, tell our audience what you're talking about, because they made numerous comments. What are the ones that bother you the most?
well, it's just that overall, it's like he's been hating on the president since I guess the president didn't make one of his functions. And
you missed the party and he gonna hate on you, huh? That's what,
Yeah.
Well,
and
what
it-
it was,
it-
I think he was having a state of Black America, state of Black America, and he was having this event, if not every year, I know it's frequently.
Right,
And President Obama
right.
could not come because I thought it was the day he was announcing his candidacy in downstate in Illinois. So he offered to send the most dynamic woman in the whole wide world, the
that
future First Lady, Michelle Obama.
Obama.
And he said if he didn't know, this is the way I heard it, that if he wanted Michelle, he would have asked for Michelle. But
Ew.
then I also heard that there was another statement made that if he invited Hillary Clinton, because remember she was
Right.
running,
Prior
and she
presidents
decided to
have come.
send Bill, he would have said the same thing. But there's some other statements that
But the
Tavis
thing- but the thing
have been
is-
attributed to Tavis.
But the thing is, it's so personal. It's like really, it's like
yeah.
the president ain't got the president to be, I think at that time.
He seems like he has a deep
Yeah,
issue.
dislike for him for
Yeah.
that. Like really, I mean,
Like
like
a
can you get
personal
past
vendetta.
it
Yeah.
and let it go?
Okay, and I love all these people we talking about.
I do too.
But
I
let
love
me just say,
Tavis.
right? I love Tavis, and I would hope that he would have a change of heart, because I'm of the
Tavis,
belief.
come on the show.
That's right.
speak
Come
your
on, talk
piece.
to us. I'm of the belief that when the president becomes the president, you can criticize a policy, but don't destroy the president, because he got enough burden. But I believe, black people, and I want y'all to hit the phones, 1-855-369-9898. I believe we brought it on ourselves, because we talked so bad about President Bush that you never expected anybody to talk about President Obama, and now they getting it in on President Obama.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're
They're
right.
never gonna be happy with the president.
I don't
sure.
care what president is in office. Somebody's gonna have something negative to say about.
Well,
it.
I just don't believe that they were
But it's-
they were venomous toward President Bush. Don't you believe this, white Jim Kelly?
No, they were clowning him.
They were venomous. No, they were evil. They were evil toward him,
It seemed like it.
toward
Sure.
Oh,
President Bush.
you
But
don't think they're
now,
being evil towards Obama?
I believe they not just being evil. I believe that there are some in our community that are upset because either they didn't do it or they don't have access to him. And I believe that there are some on the other side of the aisle are mad because he's surviving and he's handling everything. So I believe there's some Republicans.
Scratching and surviving.
Now, who wrote that theme song? I saw Janae Dubois. Get him, girl. Good time. Y'all on fire tonight.
Ain't we lucky you got him?
Boom, 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 boom.
I don't know that one.
Some dogs all over the country about to kill themselves right now. It's Duke sitting in the truck trying to jump out the window. All the howling and screaming. Why Jim Kelly say he don't know that? Okay,
Don't know that one.
let's go to Nick from Colorado. Nick, you have a question for me.
I do. How you doing, Cheryl?
Hi, Nick. How are you?
I'm doing good. A question I wanted to ask you was did you do a voiceover on the Avian Crockett show for it?
Yes, it was so funny. I saw that.
Was that the one where they were the white people were watching the DVD and they wanted to feel the urban theater?
It was
feeling?
funny. I saw. I TiVo'd it. I saw it last night.
Really?
Is
See, I
this
didn't
show
see it.
came out already?
So
It
Yeah,
started
it was
Sunday.
good. It was 2 episodes. I only saw the first episode. I didn't
Oh,
see
yeah.
the second one. They showed them back.
So did
to
you
back.
laugh real hard, Stacey?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I
Nick,
laughed out loud.
Is it
Nick.
on YouTube yet?
Yeah, I'm still here.
The part that I was on, did you laugh real hard?
Yeah, I did, because I knew that was your voice when I first heard it.
Did they leave in the comment about Inception?
I don't know
When I said
about
I didn't
that.
understand it.
Yeah, I heard something. I was just like, I know whose voice that is. I got to call him on this show and tell him, hey, I heard that.
That's cool. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Well, we got some great responses, and thank you, Jamie Foxx and Afion and all the casting people for calling me in to do it. So we had a really good time. Thank you for calling. You are now Platinum VIP caller. Continue to call again. Let's go to Twitter at Ladybird at Ladybird for Jodeci says I could care less about Obama's approval rating or political well-being. What matters is how the average person is doing.
Right. And we need jobs.
Well, but
I think that.
But when you care about his approval rating and his political well-being, if it helps him makes jobs.
Yeah, I mean, I think that his approval. I think his approval rating is almost directly connected to the fact that, the jobs stuff ain't happening quick enough, and I don't think people. To me, I get it that you can't take 4 years of a Republican administration and completely turn it around. To me, I mean, 8 years, and turn it around within 4 years.
How long we gonna say that though? We
Right.
said it.
That's cop out.
Come on, yeah, we've been saying that for a while.
Not.
It's a cop out.
think
They got to
not.
tell you something. There's jobs out there, and people don't want to take jobs. They don't want to put jobs together. They don't want. A lot of people don't want to relocate for jobs. They don't want to find jobs. They were blissfully ignorant in their lives, and they thought that this hustle that they was running was going to be sustained. And I'm going to give you a prime example. Somebody called me, offered me a job. I'm on the plane. Because that's what I got to do. I mean, and I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying in general, there are jobs out there. There are.
Where was he yesterday? Was it Minnesota? Where was he? The first stop.
Was it Minnesota?
But he made us. There was a gentleman though there that stated that he has a small business, and last year or year before last he had about 60 employees, and now he has like about 100, a little over 100. So that
but there's like a lot of jobs that are sending. Like my sister works for a big bank. I don't want to say the bank. But like they're laying off an entire department.
Yeah,
I don't want to say the
bank
bank
of the United States.
What bank of the United States she works for.
The Bank of the United States.
And I have a friend who also works for Xerox, and they're sending jobs
Hold on.
over to India.
Hold on, wait a minute. What movie was it this? And what university do you go to?
And he
The
said,
University of the United States. Was that
the
coming to
University of
America?
the United States.
Yeah, that was coming to America. I go to the University of the United States.
Hey, don't think I don't see him. Pick James Brown record. The James Brown battle is going down.
Yeah, we
need you to battle.
Figure out
which one is James Brown and which one is you. Okay, so what happened?
I do believe there are jobs. Like, for example, I heard that NBA star is applying for a job at Home Depot because of the.
Is he still playing
That's
in
the
the
same
NBA?
NBA star that allegedly
because of the lockout.
with
Because of
LeBron's mom.
Okay, well, wait a minute. We got to get that in Colin Kelly Talk Sports and link
we're
it back
talking
to the
about
topic.
Speaking of
But wait a minute. So they're sending the jobs over to India, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay, so she had a customer service job?
No, she didn't. She had a lower management job, but it was very specific positions that.
Right.
And my friend at Xerox, he's saying
The
that.
sister that runs Xerox, right? I think so. I think it's a sister.
this
A
is
crack
a-
research team. Go find out if there's
Well,
a
actually,
sister.
the
that
Asian dude that I went out with told me the story about.
Damn it! You around the world in 80 days with your love.
International. But, so he was telling me
Pull
how
up International Lover by Prince, dedicated to Stacey.
Oh, that's a cut too.
he said that they flew in people from India.
Yes.
To interview everybody at Xerox.
Yes.
And they're telling them, listen, we don't know if people who have been there 30 years about to retire. We don't know if we're keeping your job. We don't know, how your retirement looks.
Right.
But all in all, we are kind of downsizing. So they have to train the people from India.
That's right.
What
For
they
that
do.
job.
Yeah.
Well, but look at it like this. Okay, if you got pension or you got stock in Xerox, normally this is what I was told was happening. Right now, India has a university where all they do is teach people about computers. That's all they do. And they focus on it. And instead of them coming over here and learning computers here, they're learning computers over there. America didn't get on this research and development in this computer game and all this IT stuff. So now they're training people over there, and it's much, much cheaper. So if you want to keep the economy going,
Move
then
to
the
India.
company's got to survive. Right, the company's got to survive. But then why don't we, when we get put out of job, just like I'll tell my story. I was working at an insurance company here in California. I was never taught insurance. I had to read manuals, troubleshoot, learn how to do stuff. Yes, I had a master's degree.
Right.
I was in an entry-level position. I didn't have a job here. They gave me a 1 when the lowest was a 0 in an evaluation. The highest was a 5. So I knew I was about to give street walk right up out the company, right? And I had the highest degree, higher than the vice president that was running the insurance company.
That's why they was like
They were threatened by. Yeah, they were threatened.
Okay, so I knew I was about to get fired. So then I went over to UCLA, got an attorney assistant certificate, paralegal certificate, because I thought I wanted to go to law school. Well, what I have to do, I have to pay for that. So how did I pay for it? I called around. I said, anybody got any gigs? Because I need to pay my bills. I pawned my car. I did everything I had to do. I couldn't get an agent, couldn't get a manager. So thank God I got a lawyer.
Right.
And then I formed my own company. That's what we got to go back to, people. I'm just serious. We got to go back to creating jobs, mom and pop institutions, piecing jobs together, relocating for jobs. We can't just say there are no jobs out there. There are plenty of jobs out there. It's the job, do you want to take, and do you want to do 2 or 3 jobs?
Well, there's so many reports that companies are not hiring people who are unemployed specifically because they are unemployed. There was an article, in I hate to quote USA Today, that they are not.
Really, why not?
But,
What's wrong with that?
in USA
Why
Today,
not
they
USA?
basically said that companies are not hiring unemployed people. And like they are
Why?
saying,
Because they walking in with their flip-flops on like they...
Companies
Just-
are
See,
not
that's so-
hiring unemployed people.
yes.
Well, in other words, they don't want you if you're on unemployment.
Right. They want you to come from
Another
Another job.
Right.
It's like if
Well-
you lonely and single, nobody wants
Nobody
you.
wants
But if
you
you
when
got
you're single.
somebody
Got
already,
somebody.
I want to
Yeah.
dispute
Does
that.
that
I wanna
really work?
dispute that. I
We're
wanna
just
dispute
that'll be in Sex
I
and the
dispute
Serious.
that. Oh,
That'll be in
hell
Sex and the
no.
Serious. But then, but here's the question. Okay, Kyle, do you believe that you have a teaching credential?
yeah,
Do you believe that
yeah.
they're not hiring
Oh
unemployed?
no. I believe that there is something about when people think that you're available,
Right.
you're less attractive. When you already got something, if you already got a job, they used to say when I first started in acting, they said the best time to get a job, the next acting job,
Is when you already got a
When you're
job.
already
Exactly.
booked for
But
something.
here's the question: if you're unemployed,
Uh-huh.
okay, let's all think as CEOs. Let's all think as Health and Human Services.
Yeah.
You're unemployed, so you couldn't find a job. So obviously, something that you brought with you into your unemployment would cause me to be questionable about you.
Right.
I mean, I don't think that's
But
a good.
we're talking about 14 million people, Cheryl.
Well, but here's the
14
thing.
million people are out of
Can I
work.
tell you something? And I want somebody to hit the phones, 855-369-9898. Now, I'm not saying that everybody that's out of work can automatically find a job, because you want to find a job commensurate with what you were being paid. But sometimes you got union issues. You got issues where I can't hire this person because, I got to take this person over here. Or sometimes the what you offered the person, they don't want to take.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe. I'm hearing stories of people like in Florida, a CEO made like, let's say $700,000 a year. He took a job working, delivering pizzas.
Because you got
Just
to.
right.
You have to.
That's
And
right.
I agree.
That's
But
right.
Speaking of pizza,
You should though.
Pizza Hut, we'd like to thank you.
Thank Pizza Hut.
And we'd like to thank that CEO that brought it up here. He did look nice in his suit. But, here's the thing. I mean, sometimes you got to take those type of jobs because the economy is not in the same position for somebody to have a $750,000, even a $250,000 job nowadays. You got to go $125,000. I think a lot of people thought that this economy was going to keep rolling on, and then the bottom dropped out of it. So now you got to take jobs. If I couldn't do stand up and I couldn't do what I was supposed to do, I'm prepared to take a job at a grocery store. I'm prepared to go into housekeeping. I'm prepared to do whatever I got to do to survive.
yeah, that's word.
And that's what people should do.
Right.
And that's what make America great. But here's the thing. I didn't have anything. I couldn't get manager. I couldn't get gigs. And this was back when the black comedy explosion was off the chain. So I had to form a company. I pretended to have a showcase. I had to do some creative things. And I think that's what we've lost, that entrepreneur spirit and that drive to recreate
Yeah.
something, from the ground
We're
up.
not scratching like we used to be.
Hustle,
we were
hustle,
scratching and
hustle.
We ain't getting our
surviving.
hustle on. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
load up every day I'm hustling.
Every day I'm hustling.
And hustle
Hustle
hard.
hard.
And
Hustle hard.
That's my
And that's
song.
a workout song
Yeah,
right there.
that's my
If you
song right
can't work out to hustle hard, you a loser, homie. You
That's
got
right,
no
right.
drive.
I
What-
see street soldiers out there all day, all day, every day, pushing their ensigns.
Right.
Trying to get their hustle on.
And those are the brothers and sisters that are still employed. You're doing
Yep.
something out of your house, you still got a job. If you getting
Right.
your grind.
Yep.
Marcus
Selling tacos
Tina
on the
said,
street.
"Oh hell no."
But Glenda came up here and she was getting her grind on. and then it turned into other things. I
Right.
mean, you and I work together because we're not gonna wait. And I got to
No,
go
you
out there and
can't,
street
but,
walk.
But in our business, you can't wait. You got to go
You
out.
gotta go out there and get it.
and get it.
That's right.
You
You gotta get your
Go
grind
get
on.
it.
Hey, this is what we're gonna do. The phones are on fire. We got people that want to talk about Tavis and Jesse Jackson. Want to talk about President Obama, Tavis Smiley.
Is it true that
Is it
Steve
true what they
Harvey
say
is
about Mission
joining the
Men?
whole Obama drama? That's what I'm kind of hearing.
Who?
Tavis. It says Tavis Smiley, Cornel West, our poverty pimp. Steve Harvey joins the Obama drama.
In what way? Don't mess up my good Steve Harvey,
Speaking
y'all.
of Steve Harvey, the hoodies was off the chain.
I know.
y'all.
Don't mess up my good Steve Harvey,
Sheryl
y'all.
Underwood ripped
Matter of
it,
fact,
y'all.
we're going to take this break for they fuck up my good Steve Harvey, y'all. When we be right back, we'll take more of your calls and more of your Twitters and whatever you want to talk about. We want to hear from you. You want to ask us a question? We got the answers. All of August on the Sheryl Underwood Show. Give us a call, 855-369-9898. We're back with my Sheryl Underwood Show. You listen to I Like It by the Boss. Thinking about you.
No, better
Are
than
these,
that.
are these all Stacey songs?
No.
Okay.
But I like them.
I'm gonna thought about it.
Every day and every night.
Let L do it. L does it good.
Did you know
Let
your
L
voice
do
is
that.
deeper than the bar?
For real.
Damn.
So satisfying.
Is that L singing?
No.
No, that's one of the other brothers.
I was watching the Unsung last night. I think
Yeah.
that's why this is in my mind.
I knew that you were
Okay.
watching that. Did you see the Mary Wells one?
I did not see
Wasn't
it.
it
It's
good?
waiting for me,
I
though.
didn't see the whole thing. I didn't see it.
It's
Well,
waiting
we'll
for
talk
me.
about it in There's No Business Like Show Business with Sucking and Stacey and Glenda the Good Witch. We are back. And
Tearing
we
them
like the
tones
fact
up.
that...
Oh, damn.
Okay, Grandma.
You would think she was trying to tear it up, but she's really doing her best.
Let's go to phones. Big K from Cali wants to talk about Tavis and Jesse's comments. Big K?
Yeah, what's up, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself? What you want to talk about?
I'm cool. Well, can I hit two quick ones first about
Yes.
Obama and Jesse Jackson, Tavis, and them? If you remember when he won, Jesse had you look like he was upset. Then it cut
Yes.
back to him, and he's crying, him and his whole crew. Like they made him
Yes.
cry on cue. I said, that was a bunch of junk.
A bunch of junk.
Then,
Remember when
you
he
know,
said he was going to cut his balls off?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Didn't he use the N-word on him,
He
too?
didn't know the mic was on. He did.
He used the N-word on him. Little nigga.
What else, Big K? What else?
Little
Okay,
nigga that's party
real
here for
quick.
grown folk.
Now, that song, Every Day I'm Hustling, had people pushing the wrong product out there. Entrepreneurship, yes. But the product keep pushing is pushing us right into the jail and crack houses. I ain't feeling it. If we get a new product or new process or how to do it and get our entrepreneurship on, I'm with it. But that song will not force me to everyday hustle into the noise that keeps us down.
You're
Hey,
absolutely right. Go
I
ahead,
do my
Kyle.
squats to that song, though, man. I work hard. I work out to that song.
You get it. You get it in.
I don't
on that
sell
song.
crack to that
Well,
song.
It's
well,
about
but you
the
know
beat.
what?
It's about
But
the
you know what?
beats.
We need to get the brothers and sisters that feel that that's the way they make it. Because if you listen to these songs and listen to these rappers and even some of the female rappers, you know, they do glorify a certain lifestyle, and rock does it too. So we're not just gonna put it on rap and hip hop, and where they glorifying a life of crime.
Country music,
Yeah,
depression.
true that. That's right. A life of crime
drunk.
or killing somebody. Jamaican music. I shot the sheriff. But I get your point, Big K.
Right.
If we can get our brothers and sisters that are living these lifestyles to just use it for good, use their powers for good. They're great business people. Need to use it for good. What were you gonna say, Glenda?
No, that I think it just motivates different people in different ways. Some people I don't think quite pay attention a lot of times to the lyrics or even know what that song means, but they just like the sound and the beat of it, and it motivates them in their own way.
And I
So,
think-
but I
what
got,
do the
but I
song
got
be
what
mean?
I got what he's saying.
What do it mean? You know?
I guess he's because I don't quite remember the lyrics, but the main chorus, "Every day I'm hustling," it motivates. You know,
Motivated me?
Yeah, it motivates.
I think he's saying the dude's saying he's hustling hard, selling his dope.
That's what the
so
guy,
that's
the caller
hustle
was
hard.
saying.
Yeah.
But
So is hustle hard about selling dope?
I guess allegedly. I don't listen
I thought
to
it was
like
about
that.
just stacking their paper, making
Yeah.
money. I'm lost. Well, we'll find out by the time we get to entertainment. Stacey, you have a comment?
Well, I was basically going to say sometimes, like, just the music in and of itself inspires, like, some of the young guys to kind of get out the game and see these musicians, you know, get their hustle on in the music arena. So it's like, you know, yeah, you saying every day I'm hustling, but your ass is in the studio.
Right.
dropping cuts.
That's
So
right. That's right.
It really depends on the individual listening.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
and their mama.
On the individual household.
And
And their mama.
Yeah, because if the mama say, "Get your ass out my house," and they ain't got no other choice but to
Right.
sell drugs, that might be what they do, or maybe they'll find some money for the
And
studio.
not saying that there is not a product or a clientele, just like Jay-Z said, want to thank you, the customer. Because if you didn't have customers, then you wouldn't have drug dealing and terrorists being funded off of drugs and things like that. It just is what it is. But BK, we thank you for your comment. On Twitter, ND Football Fan says, I'm tired of these shucking and jiving. Now I'm gonna read exactly what they said. I don't know if it's a he.
Here we
what
go.
They said. I'm tired of these shucking and jiving niggas hating on the president. All they trying to do is make money off of him. Fuck Bush. Okay.
Ooh, really?
How you get to Bush?
I know. It's like he
Yeah. He just wanted to throw that in.
Yeah.
F Bush.
It's like,
That's his signature.
He only
That's
had
his
like
signature for
8
real.
more letters on his
Outro.
tweet. He wanted to get something significant in.
But before I leave, fuck Bush.
Like, that didn't make no sense. Okay, Twitter at celebrity with a S regarding unemployment. Well, I have been looking in several states. I'm currently living with no gas, no lights, no help with 2 small kids.
Oh man.
Well, and let me just tell you something.
Heartbreaking.
Wherever you are, celebrity with an S, I want you to email or Twitter or call in right now. So, one, we need to find out what state you in. 855-369-9898. You don't have to say your real name. And we're going to help you get some solutions. Because I'm going to tell you something. I never gave birth to a child, but I take care of my sister. Glenda, you have children.
I have a child, yeah.
Kyle,
I got 3 that I claim.
absolutely.
I got dogs.
So
I claim none.
right. So, but you get up every day to make sure that whatever it takes, and however much money you got to put. My daddy had to say you got to live low to get high. How in this day and age? Where are your relatives?
I like
Where
that.
are your friends?
Gotta live low to get high.
Yep,
That's
you got to
true.
live low to get high.
Yeah, where's your support system? Your
That's
help?
right. So before you did not have gas or lights, and you need help with 2 small children, where was the people around you? And I'm just gonna be honest with you. There are a lot of us out there that won't help each other,
Yeah.
because we're being selfish.
Hey, but that internet bill is paid, dog.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cell phone.
Ooh.
Video game.
Y'all just figured it out. How you Twittering, but you ain't got that. Celebrity. Yeah. Celebrity.
true,
So
Kyle.
you Twittering in the dark?
Probably on the iPhone.
Look at that
Damn.
computer.
But
like
you got a
nigga.
phone. Now.
An iPhone.
Yeah, she
iPhone
got a
for real.
phone,
The
though.
new
Damn,
one.
y'all some
Got
genius.
the iPhone 5, nigga.
$700.
Damn, y'all some geniuses. I can't believe it. Twitter at sis so sweet unemployment. I think it's a matter of employers not wanting to train. Possibly they don't want to spend the money to
I'm
train.
always down for a train, right, Jim Kelly?
But bump.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was the third good one y'all done did. It's like tennis. Okay. Twitter at Denali99. Who are these people doing these ratings? I've never been asked or know of anyone that has participated in a poll. That is true, and sometimes you got to give up certain demographic information to be part of the poll. Twitter at Pink Sunshine. Obama's approval rating was up until he became president. He allowed Hillary in his cabinet. Can't sleep with the enemy. She will run in 2012, in my opinion. I
don't know if she will.
I don't think
I
she
don't
will.
think
she
she's gonna
won't.
run. I don't think she's gonna run because she don't want to get chin checked.
Who that is?
Hillary.
Wow, you think that Michelle gonna stalk her?
No, I think the country. I think I think it's right now. I do not see any woman in the political scene that can win.
No.
There was this lady just in Iowa. I can't
No,
think of her
Bachman.
name.
She's
Bachman?
done.
Bachman? No.
She's done.
But with that Buckeye look,
Rick Perry just wiped her out right now.
and then she's not even on. Is she not going to? Was it New York or New Jersey primaries?
I'm not sure. She won the straw.
Yeah, she won a straw poll.
Right.
Yeah.
But okay, when we come back, I want Crack Research Team pull up the straw poll so we can explain to them. The straw poll is really, and I hope I'm getting this right, and we'll correct this if I'm not. It's really a group of diehard people that are voting. It's not the mainstream. That's why Ron Paul do so damn good in it, and then
Yeah.
gets slaughtered in the general election.
It's like a tradition thing.
Yeah,
there that
yeah,
kicks
that's
it
right.
off.
That's right. It's like what's that thing when Pakistani Phil see a shadow?
That's the Groundhog
Groundhog
Day.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like something that always
Groundhog Day.
happens.
Tony Field.
Yeah. It's
Good
like
movie.
something that always happens, but it don't mean nothing. Okay, Twitter at the real duck. How is it that Tavis is claiming to help black folk when he's tearing the most powerful one in the land down? Deep,
That's
deep, the real duck.
Mm.
Wait a minute. Am I supposed to do this? Okay, let's go to phones. Robert from Cali wants to talk about Iowa and Bachman comments. What do you want to talk about? What comments that Bachman made?
Hey, Cheryl, I really
Hey,
enjoyed
babe.
the show,
I'm
but one thing I wanted you to touch on that I heard today that kind of blew my mind was the Iowa that straw poll is nothing but a sham. You have to pay $30 just
To vote. That's right.
And Michelle Bachmann purchased a whole bunch of votes
Yeah.
to hand out to folks, and basically she paid to win it, so it's irrelevant.
Right.
Is that true?
I know that they had something where you had to.
Glenda is tearing up that chicken on the mic. I'm sorry.
Both of them are.
Both Glenda and Stacy. God damn.
I
We
said
knew
nothing.
this
We thank
chicken.
you, Pizza Hut.
It's so
But
good.
can I tell you
I was
something?
looking at my fingers.
Glenda's lipstick has not been damaged, moved, nothing.
That's great.
But to put in a chicken bowl. There's some chickens walking out.
Hey, if my truckers could see this, they would be fully aroused.
Oh
Glenda's
my
lips on
God!
that
To
chicken
put
bone.
a chicken bowl.
That chicken bone about to squirt in her face. I'm telling you that right now. It's going down.
Oh my God! You are absolutely right.
That's
You
a
do
lucky chicken bone. Get down.
How you do that and keep the lipstick on?
It's a
Glenda's
it's a technique that I
class. Give
Sex
it
and Minister.
class.
Sex
Give
and
them
Minister.
class.
Practice.
We gonna have sex and serious today.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna do it. Wait a minute, let's see. Let's go to Wayne in New York. He wants to talk about unemployment. Wayne, welcome to Sheryl Underwood Show. What's on your mind, baby?
Hey, how you doing tonight?
Hey, Wayne.
Oh, sexy.
I knew that was coming.
Thank you. I'm just calling because
Are you
people
married?
are under the impression that this unemployment thing started within the past 2 to 3 years.
It did
Going back to 2003, I lost my job as a mailroom manager.
Oh,
And
I thought you were
had
about to say a
backup-
mail
mail
exotic
exotic
dance. Oh my
I'm
God!
not going to blow
Voice and
anything
everything.
up. I'm not. Don't worry about that. But I had to
Right.
get real creative. I had to go back
Why?
to school for a math. Yeah.
You got a master's degree.
Yeah, I got 2 of them, actually.
You got two.
Wow.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Drop this damn call. Sexy ass dog. Where your daddy at, Wayne? Where your daddy? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish your stuff.
No, it's okay. I had to get real creative, and I had to stop thinking that I had to get a job. And at one time, I had to deliver bank bags. And I eventually got to the point where I stopped thinking about getting a job, and I had to become my own business and make money the best way I knew how.
That's
Legally,
right.
keep
That's
in mind.
right. That's
But
right.
I had to do several things, and I'm actually looking for work as a guidance counselor and still trying to pursue a couple of other things that have come my way.
Why don't
But
you start your
just
own?
know-
Why don't you start your own guidance counseling, consulting,
Yeah, it is.
a company, and you just
You
go
know,
ahead and do it because people
that-
need that service. They need it.
Right, that's it. You're absolutely correct because I've been approached to counsel young African American males because
Yes.
they really don't have any in the area that I'm living.
And you know what
they
else?
say-
If you're
Yeah.
in New York, if you know Mayor Bloomberg in New York City and is working with George Soros, where they're trying to put black and brown brothers to work that have been incarcerated. So you can like rent some space out of a community center or rent some space out of a church and start your own business. And the more people you start counseling, then you can also consult with these businesses how to merge these two entities together.
Right, that's a
You need to do
very
that.
good idea.
You need
The
to
only
do that.
problem is that I'm across the state, but I'm pretty sure I could do something where I'm at.
Well, do that. Do that where
All
you
right.
are right now,
Okay.
and do
All right,
that for
thank you.
all races of people. Put Americans to work, and that will definitely work. Now, Lorenzo from Houston wants to talk about the difference between Bush and Obama. Lorenzo, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, Cheryl. But before I make my comment, I just want to say that if that company don't work out for you, I got a job for you. So don't even worry about it. All right.
What's the job?
What's the job?
Well, all you basically got to do is walk around those bike tights them biker shorts
Lord.
like you had in I Got the Hookup. Just walk around the house in those.
You know how many years ago that was? I tell you what. This is
Show
what,
the new version, sure.
okay, this is what I'm. No, this is what I'm gonna do because I've already lost 5 pounds.
There you go.
I've already lost. I'm doing good. I'm exercising. I'm meditating. And this is what I'm gonna do, Lorenzo, for you. And Lorenzo, are you following me on Twitter? Follow me at Sheryl Underwood with an S. Follow me on Twitter. For you, I'm gonna take a year. Give me a year, but I think I can do it in 6 months.
There we go.
And I'm gonna get back to my I Got the Hook Up shape
There
and
we
them
go.
damn biker shorts.
There we go.
For you, Lorenzo.
You
For
can do that in less than
Lorenzo.
a year.
I sure appreciate it because they bought me a lot of nights in this truck watching that DVD. You know what I'm saying? But,
Okay, are you single?
Bye.
Are you single?
Well, now, see, that's why I said I didn't want to.
Damn.
I just want to walk around. Yeah,
Okay,
you know.
good. Okay, good deal. That's spiritually correct.
Yeah, the wife don't like to share. But anyway, the reason why people
Selfish.
were disrespectful to Bush is because he kind of gave us a reason. If you look at it, we got into 2 different wars. Then also, as a truck driver, I watched diesel prices go up from like $1.35 to over $3 while he was in the White House. And then all Obama has done was what? Try to give us health care. And all they want to do is talk about, how much everything costs. So I think some of the criticism on Obama is kind of unnecessary or a little bit over the top versus what Bush did. You follow what I'm saying?
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. And Lorenzo, I'm really glad that you were patient with us because your comments were necessary. You know why? Because the phone lines just loading up after you, Lorenzo. You done lit a fire on the phone call. So we thank you for calling. We're gonna take this break. We're gonna take some more of your calls, and then there's No Business Like Show Business with Succulent Stacy and Glenda the Good Witch. You're listening to the Sheryl Underwood Show. We'll be right back with more Sheryl Underwood Show on Sirius XM 98. Stacey, did you pick this?
Yes.
John Mayer.
Because I love John
Daughters.
Mayer. Even though he said he wouldn't get with, like his penis was prejudiced. I'm like, he just ain't had the right black chick.
He just wanted to say something to make everybody
I know.
attack him
He's not
on
even on
social
Twitter
networks.
yet.
Jessica Simpson was like Napalm Doom.
Was that a compliment?
Yeah. I made him mess that up. I just know it was sexual towards her.
Oh yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad.
She's
I like
bad.
this, but I like John. I have all of his CDs.
I don't have to like anybody's personal
Me either.
points of view to like,
their
art.
music.
Yeah,
Mhm.
their art. I mean,
I like John Mayer.
Oh.
John Mayer calling.
who?
John Mayer calling to the show.
Oh.
You'd be surprised. He pops up at the strangest places. He used to tweet, "Hey, I'm gonna be at Hard Rock Cafe. The first 15 people show up. You get in free." I'm like, "Oh damn, I missed it." Welcome.
Everybody would show up and go, "Side." You busters. Okay, we're going to take one more phone call before we get into entertainment. Steve from Maryland, he wants to comment on jobs and President Obama.
Steve.
Hello.
Hi, Steve.
How you doing? Just wanted to make a comment. Right now, I'm a student in college, and when I was younger, I had a job at a grocery store, and I was making pretty okay money, but while at the same time I was making money selling candy in school, and through all that I was making like $400-500 a week just off that. So it's like,
Steve,
like you were saying
Steve.
before.
What school?
Steve,
you
what kind of candy was you selling to make $400?
Like
Bomb
Big
Pops.
Texas, Sweet Tea,
Now
Skittles,
laters.
Starburst.
Okay,
Right,
wait,
all
hold
that good
on for a
stuff.
second. Hold on, Steve. Hold on. How old are you?
Right now, I'm 19.
Oh.
Brownies.
I'm about to say something really.
Weed.
I'm about to say something real derogatory to you. I'm sorry. Go ahead and say what you was gonna say.
But yeah, like you were saying before, you have to, you gotta hustle to make your money out there. Like, right now I have a job at a collection agency, and even though it's part time,
For people that didn't pay you for that candy.
Don't
yeah,
ain't
but
trying to call nobody on the show.
Steve, you sound so mature.
Steve, can you clear my name out of there, out of the collection agency?
Yeah, does that work, Steve?
Can you wipe mine out?
I'll see what I can do.
I don't even know who it is, but I'm sure I owe.
Glenda, that's Glenda talking to you, so you need to look at
Oh
this.
yeah, you
Look,
might want to do
this
that,
shirt
dog.
she got on. Help her
Abby Kadabi
clear
shirt.
her
That's her
credit.
name, Abby Kadabi.
So, Steve,
Yeah.
what is your goal? What do you want to do?
Well, my goal, I want to be an accountant when I finish college and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But
Sounds
like the other comment I wanted to make, the whole criticism with Obama, I agree with some of it, but I disagree with some of it because it's not all completely Obama's fault. Some of it falls on the Congress and the other part of the political system.
Absolutely.
There's people out there that are criticizing Obama that aren't even voting. So it's like you don't even have a right to say anything at all or to complain. You should just be happy with what you have. And like you were saying before, Cheryl, you have to like fly out and do what you have to do to find a job because there's stuff out there. Like when I got my job at the collection agency, they immediately told me, "Hey, if you have any friends who want a full-time job, let them know." I emailed it, I put it out on Facebook and Twitter, and none of my friends really have responded. But they're the same people talking about, "Hey, I need to find a job. I can't find a job." Hey, I put an opportunity out there for you.
Where you?
He's in Maryland.
Oh, okay.
He's in Maryland. And see, I'm glad that you're making this point, and you're so young that you want to take control of your destiny. I think that's phenomenal. What college are you going to? Can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm going to Towson University.
Wow. That's really, really
Very
cool.
nice.
That's really cool. If you wasn't 19, I would ask you what you look like, but we sound like pedophiles.
Jailbaits.
Well, I'll give you a call
He's
back
a grown
when I'm
man.
21.
Ooh.
That's 2 more
That's
years.
what I'm talking about, dog. That's
Is that 2
persistence, man. That goes. That's
Tenacity.
It'll be worth it.
I don't know. I got to drop these 50 pounds.
You got 2 years.
Yeah, I got to. Let's do these
That's
crunches.
25 pounds a year.
But he sounds very attractive. Don't you think so, ladies?
Yes,
Yeah,
he
it
does.
Sounds like he has a nice lips.
I like his accent. Is that East Coast accent?
Is that what that East Coast accent? How tall are you, Steven?
Like
Steven?
5'10", 5'11".
How much you weigh?
165.
Oh, that's pretty decent.
That's like me.
Yeah. Oh, so
Yeah.
he's
he's white. Jim.
Are you white?
No.
No. No.
Damn.
So what complexion? What complexion for all the ladies that would like to get with Steve?
Caramel chocolate.
Caramel. I'm not dark skinned,
Caramel.
but I'm not light skinned.
You're not dark, but you're not light.
Right,
You're
I'm
in the
like
middle?
in the middle. Like caramel
Wow.
complexion, I guess.
Well, tell your mom she gave birth to a very good young man because you're really holding it together while these 3 old biddies are
Salivating.
Oh, right. Bum rush.
Just the voice.
So, Stephen, call in all the time because your voice is very soothing.
Oh well, you have to. I get my.
Nice
my
stuff.
Yeah, I gotta go.
It makes me want to read a book. You got to go. Your mom's calling.
No, I'm driving with my dad. If I put my
Hey, is your daddy fine? Is your daddy fine?
Uh-oh, here we go.
Put your daddy on the phone. Put your daddy on the phone.
Because his daddy got to at least be 37.
How's your daddy?
Yeah, where's your daddy at? Let us talk
My
to your
dad's right
daddy.
here. You want to talk to him?
Yeah. Who's your daddy?
Yeah. Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Are you Steven's father?
I'm his dad. Yes, ma'am.
Uh-oh. Hey, he sounds just as
Yes.
good. Are
Well,
you
you did-
married?
I'm sorry.
Are you married?
Nope, I'm not married.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, first of all, you did a fine job raising a
Okay,
fantastic
brown
young
noser.
man.
Yeah, come on.
And second of all, how
D-Rod.
tall are you?
I'm
How tall are you?
6'2".
Woo! Air breakdown. Okay. Why are you not married, Steven's father?
I'm recently divorced.
Party
Hey,
time.
Sorry. So
Hold
sorry.
on. Wait a minute.
So
Did she
am
clean you
I.
out? Did she clean you out?
Is any money
Steven's
left,
dad.
player?
She take
Is there
everything?
any money left?
Oh, I got a little bit.
Good. So what do you do for a
I
living,
had to
Steven's
put
daddy?
something in the left pocket.
There you go. What do you do for a living, Steven's daddy?
I'm sorry. Say it again.
What do you do for a living?
Oh, I work at a credit union.
Glenda. He can help.
He sure
Some
can.
money family, man.
That's right. I know. All we need is one more person. How's granddaddy? And then we can hit all 3 of us. It'd be like a
There you
trifecta.
go. Well, my granddad, actually, my father, he passed away about 10 years ago.
Oh, sorry to hear that. I bet he was a great man.
You got any brothers?
I got a older brother. He's in Philadelphia, and a younger brother in
Are they single?
They're both single. Free single,
What?
ready to mingle.
Nice.
There we go. Player.
Let's go. But you can't have TT. She's a baby.
Well, she might be able to go with
she
Steven.
go with Steven.
Right.
Would you? Okay, TT, would you like to talk to Steven?
Steven has a girl. I think
He don't have no girlfriend. Anybody say that?
It's one of the screening questions.
Right.
Single or not?
Huh?
No, 19.
TT said she's too
How
young for her.
How old are?
I used to sleep with older chicks when I was that age.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
TT like cat
Still
daddy.
do.
She be hanging out at the court.
How old are you, Catherine Hepburn?
like me.
Not
Me and TT
Catherine
like the
Hepburn.
old pimps.
Like the older dude.
You about to be
Like
21.
She's in. Yeah.
Okay.
She's
No,
good.
yeah, holler at
older.
daddy.
We'll get him a
Shout out
fake
to
ID.
daddy. Well, first
The
of
old
all,
players.
thank you both for following along with this inquisition. But you both sound like really great men. How can we find you? Can you get TT your information so we can go to Facebook and so we can see your picture?
You can Stevens. He's on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, but unless he has my picture up there. But I'm a big fan of yours.
That's so sweet.
I love the show. Thank you.
How old are you? How old are you, Steven's daddy?
He had to go.
Gotta go now.
That's right.
Talk about it
That's
later.
old man. That's old man. Old man talk. Okay. Entertainment. Wait a minute. So Stacey Dash is fired?
What?
From what I understand, it's allegedly she may not be coming back the next season, but I don't know how.
On
to
Single
say it.
Ladies.
On
She's
Single
on
Ladies.
Single
On
Ladies.
VH1 Single Ladies. And from what they're saying, that Lisa Ray had something to do with it. And Lisa Ray is like, she's shooting that down. She says she has nothing to do with Stacey Dash getting fired. Let me just read a little bit. Ever since Media Takeout and In Touch Weekly reported that Stacey Dash was fired from VH1 Single Ladies, fans have bombarded the co-star Lisa Ray's Facebook page, believing she had something to do with it. Lisa Ray tweeted that she. What did she say? She says that as everyone knows, I am in Italy vacationing. I was just made aware of the lies that are being spread and throughout the blogs that like to create false stories. I was not even aware that Stacey Dash had been fired from Single Ladies. Furthermore, if she has been fired, that is a network decision. I don't have the power to get her fired, nor do I have any beef with her. Now I'm going to enjoy my vacation. So
Wow.
Yeah.
I really hope that's
They not friends. That's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because she didn't sound like they was friends. I mean, if you talk to if it was about say something happened to White Jim Kelly, I wouldn't.
Right.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
This is the first I'm hearing of it, as opposed to
Yeah,
hey, I'm
and I
going
would
back
have
to
been
my
like,
vacation.
I'm going back to my vacation.
Right.
Fuck that dude.
Well,
No,
months
let
ago,
me holler at my boy. See what happened.
they were involved. They were reportedly involved in a fight on set months ago, which resulted in Dash so-called storming off the set. So there has been friction amongst these two single ladies
I want to see him
for
fight.
a while.
Pull the titty out.
Yeah.
So I really would hate that. I think Stacey's character is
Yes.
a nice one. I like her in that role. I like all of them. They've come a long way with their characters, with their acting abilities. And I would hate to see. I can't imagine who else could replace her. I've heard that there has been some emergency casting lately for that role. That's how
Why
it
you
leaked.
not going there one?
I think they want a little petite something for that Stacey Dash role.
so they can show
TT.
skin.
That little petite,
Get on the plane,
bitty
TT.
little.
She's
petite.
hot.
Get on
Yeah.
the plane.
TT.
Well,
But in case y'all want a nice stallion,
You ain't lying.
give a girl a call.
So your girl
Stallion.
Sherry Shepherd got married.
Yes,
Right.
congratulations.
Yes,
Right.
congratulations.
Oh well, wait a minute. Before we leave, single ladies, Sister Lisa Ray, you called in before the show.
Yes.
You always welcome to call in.
Yeah, call
anytime.
again.
Queen Latifah, you my girl. Call in anytime. Stacey Dash, we love you and
She
we love
Foxxhole
our
family.
pictures. That's right. That's right.
What'd you say, Kyle?
I said
Fox-
Stacey
Foxxhole.
Dash is Foxxhole family.
She
Foxxhole
sure
family.
is. She sure is.
Wait,
So-
when we come back, we'll come back after this break. We'll talk
we got a
about
break?
who got two people got married on the View and
Yes.
look like
What the
one was
hell?
trying- Okay, we're gonna
when
talk
we
about
come
hold
back,
on.
when we
We'll
come
talk
back.
about when we come back.
We come back because
We'll
I
talk
saw
about-
Glenda was mad.
Yeah, and then we're gonna do every movie in the history of mankind.
The top 98.
That's
right here.
right.
we
the
got to
Sheryl
get to
Underwood
Sex
show.
in the City though too.
The Sex and the City, that's right. And yeah, wait
Sex
a
and the
minute,
Series.
because we can add this.
Yes.
Well, somebody got some sex potions
Yes,
out, so we'll
congratulations
talk about
to
that
her.
in Sex and the Series. But we're gonna get through this Wedding with the View people. Talk about all the movies. Colin Kelly gonna talk a little sports, and we are determined to get to some Sex Men serious and a song that you can make love to.
Speaking of weddings,
Luther Vandross.
The Wedding Jam.
Here and now, dedicated to every dude I'm sipping on. We'll be right back with more Sheryl Underwood Show after this break. Here and now, Luther Vandross. Yeah, we putting DC back together after the Omega Man Day Centennial. And then we gonna do the Dr. Martin Luther King Monument. Go ahead and turn that Atomic Dog up. We know all the Omega men.
Yes, Omega Men.
That had Q Dog in them. Stacey, you got you one.
Yeah, that Cooper. His name is Cooper.
Wow. Does he
very sweet.
Does he growl? Does he throw up the hooks?
You know what?
Does he have gold boots?
We're just phone now. We're just phone. I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. He's
You've
too
never
far
seen
away.
where he lives?
No, he lives out of state. We're just really talking
Do
on the
you
phone.
know anybody in your neighborhood?
Yeah, no, I mean like the Arabian guy I went out with.
Dang on it.
He lives not far from me.
Got
But,
enough-
the guy from Abu Dhabi.
He got enough men to satisfy the debt ceiling. We're back with Sheryl Underwood Show. On the way out, what were we talking about?
Sherry Shepherd.
Sherry Shepherd getting married.
Yes.
So I guess were you in the wedding, Stacey?
No, I was not, but my good friend Kim Woodley was
Yes,
in the
our
wedding.
good friend Kim.
Yes, our good friend Kim. Niecy Nash was
Our
in
good
the
friend
wedding.
Niecy.
Our
Yes.
good friend Niecy Nash.
And wasn't
Yvette Nicole
and
Brown.
Brown, our
Yeah.
good
Did you have to
friend.
audition for the wedding?
Get
You ain't
out of
right. You
here.
ain't right. You ain't
But
right.
boom.
You know, I'm sure she's very happy.
They got some good pictures of the bridal party in their pajamas, their footy pajamas. And they have a very beautiful picture of Sherry
Right.
and her young man. I'm going to say her young man.
Yeah.
Is he younger?
It
don't
don't
know.
matter. She just. I
was
don't
young
think.
man, yeah.
Okay.
His name
I
is
don't
Lamar
know.
Sally.
Right.
He got married in Chicago.
And little
on
Jeffrey
Saturday.
walked her down the
Yes.
aisle.
Oh, so sweet.
That's her son.
And a part of the bridal party was Elizabeth Hasselbeck from the show.
From the show.
Hasselbeck.
And from what I understand, she was the only one of the co-hosts that was in attendance.
Because everybody else was at Joy Behar's wedding.
Joy Behar.
Uh-oh.
Well, she got married.
What,
she married
Thursday?
She married her long time
Of
boyfriend.
29 years.
Damn, that's a
And
long
he
time.
finally gave in, huh?
And Joy has
Sucker.
she has said even on the show that she didn't see any point in ever remarrying, and remarrying was not something she was ever
They
interested
always
in.
say that.
And
Yeah.
then she leaped her ass across the broom 2 days before Sherry did. So congratulations, Joy.
I'm happy for them both.
That's right.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you had to beat to it. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, speaking of congratulations,
Gwendolyn,
we'd like to
okay.
congratulate the Alphas, the Brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha, and the Dr. Martin Luther King Memorial Foundation.
Yes.
Because next week. Is it next week?
Next week.
The monument will be unveiled.
August 28th.
And there's still time to give money. Still
Yeah.
time. And
Aretha Franklin's going to be there.
Uh-huh.
Stevie Wonder.
Jamie
and
Sheryl Underwood.
Our own
very
Jamie
own
Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Sheryl Underwood.
Cheryl, you
We're all,
attending?
we're all going to be there. All of the Greek letter organizations, the Alphas, they're having an event where they're going to recreate this historic photograph where AKA's sister, Coretta Scott King, and Alpha brother, Dr. Martin Luther King, they're at a function, and she's wearing a white gown with some gloves.
Yeah,
the satin gloves.
Yes, all the way up your
full
arm.
length, yeah.
Full length gloves, and he's wearing a white dinner jacket.
That was,
So
that
now
was very nice
I'm going to
picture.
go to,
remember
well, I
that.
think it's Angela's down on La Cienega. Is that what it is?
Angela?
I don't know if
What-
I'm
what is
pronouncing
it?
it right. It's a bridal place. If I don't get one in
Oh,
there,
okay.
then I'm going to roll up in Dave's Bridal and to give me a pure white, because that's the only way you can find
Yes,
pure white.
Yes.
And so I'll be doing that. And they said the dedication of the Martin Luther King Memorial has been long awaited, and people from around the world are coming to experience this historic moment. And that's Harry E. Johnson. He's the past president of Alpha Phi Alpha, and he is the president of the Martin Luther King National Memorial Project. So, big ups. This is not just for African Americans. This is for all
For
Americans.
all Americans.
So we want all Americans to show up and show out and have a good time while we commemorate Dr. Martin Luther King and the Dream and the monument.
Yes.
That's on the
Yeah.
title basis, and that's fantastic. So
And speaking of commemorating,
what we
Yes.
commemorating?
this today is the anniversary of Elvis.
Oh,
Elvis's
see how you put
death.
the king with the
I
king.
know,
Go ahead,
the
girl.
King with the king. Elvis's
The king
death.
with the king.
There are a lot of people outside of.
There's a lot of people outside here trying to talk to this king.
Not outside of here.
Oh,
Where were you when you found out
in Memphis.
that he was killed? I
Where-
mean, that
where
he,
were you?
I'm sorry.
He died.
Oh, Lord, that he
I
died.
don't even remember
where were you? Where were you?
I remember I
was-
was.
Where were you?
Where were you?
I was in
Con?
my baby crib, about a couple weeks old,
Couple
I wasn't born.
sucking on some milk.
You weren't born yet,
I
James.
wasn't born.
I was in the back seat of my aunt and uncle's car.
Damn. Already?
And it was shaking.
The back seat of my aunt and uncle's car. They were driving me and my sister somewhere.
Oh, my bad.
Because my
Thought
mom
you
was
getting it in, Glenda.
Shut up. My mom was pregnant with my baby sister, so my aunt and uncle, kept us until my mom had the baby. And I remember,
Well, they had a candlelight vigil at.
I forgot.
That must 77. That must make me the oldest person on this whole team because I remember exactly where I was. I was at my dad's house, and because we always went and visit. I always went to visit my dad over the summer, and I remember sitting in the back room because that's where the TV was that we would watch. And in the back room, and it came across the screen that Elvis Presley had died. And I just burst into tears and just lost it.
Really?
Yeah, I just lost it because I was like 3:30 movie, everything. Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah. I was gonna marry him.
Love Me Tender.
He was my heart too.
Did he know you was?
He did not know. It was either him or the guy across the street, Arthur Palmer, and I didn't marry either one of those.
But
did you ever meet the guy across the street?
But when I think I was like
Palmer
6 or 7,
the
or
king
Elvis.
of rock and roll.
Right. I could not.
Go with Arthur.
But I was such a kid. I was like, those were the two people on my list to marry.
Arthur. So you did not say
Arthur
Michael
Palmer,
Jackson.
Is Arthur Palmer black?
Was he a white boy?
Yes. He's a chocolate dude.
So you didn't say Michael Jackson.
I wasn't. Jacksons weren't out yet.
What?
No,
yes, they were out.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
No, I don't think.
Hold on.
Time
Explain.
Elvis died. What are you talking about?
I didn't want to marry Michael Jackson.
I
just wanted to meet him.
The Jacksons
because
was out
you know what?
in the
I wanted.
60s.
Yes.
I don't remember. I just remember. Well, he wasn't on my.
I've never seen a black blonde in person. I've only heard that there's such a thing.
They weren't in my.
The Jacksons weren't out yet, and I'm like,
I don't remember.
Didn't
the Jacksons.
you talk to the Jacksons before then?
Oh, yeah.
In her fantasy mind.
No, she called Michael
I
Jackson's
did get a
house.
phone call.
Yeah.
Right?
I did call the Jacksons.
So how'd you call
Elvis died?
I remember that Elvis
Wasn't
died
that before
around
Elvis
the time.
died?
It was. I can't.
It was
I don't
before
remember
Elvis
dates.
died.
Damn
Yet
it.
did not know.
Hurry up and put the monument up. Hurry up and put the monument up for she set us back 500 years.
I don't remember. If I remember what happened last week, I'm happy.
Oh my gosh.
Now that's my type of woman, Jim Kelly.
Oh Lord.
She don't remember. I can hit it for the first time so many times.
Okay, wait a minute. Can we get this in? Lionsgate is going to do Tyler
I thought we
Perry
broke
Network.
up.
Yes,
No, we didn't.
last
Okay.
Lionsgate confirms it will launch
stupid.
Tyler Perry Network. Lionsgate is looking to follow Oprah Winfrey and launch a new cable TV network anchored by Tyler Perry.
Good luck. Maybe it'll be some jobs. And good luck to him.
That is a very good
So big ups to Tyler Perry.
Okay, the game is in trouble.
Yeah, James and I were talking about this prior to the show going up. The game could face criminal charges over a tweet. The rapper could face criminal charges after a tweet from his account incited a telephone flash mob that overwhelmed the emergency phone system at one of the busiest stations of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department on Saturday.
A lot of people couldn't get through because of that.
There is no
But it was the
Compton
desk. It's the front desk phone. It's not the 911.
It doesn't matter.
For
People
3
still
hours.
call the front desk for emergency.
So what he did was he tweeted that in order to obtain an internship with him to call this number. Or
He said
allegedly.
he didn't do
Right,
it.
he said he didn't do it.
He said it was hacked.
He said his account was hacked.
And he kept it up there all the way till 11 o'clock at night.
So this phone started ringing at about 5:23 Friday, and the lines were jammed for hundreds of
But this is
calls
what
for
they
more
got
than
me.
2 hours.
When they finally caught up with him, he said, "Oh, so y'all can't stop crying, but you can figure out who sent the damn tweet."
He said, y'all can track a tweet down, but can't solve murders.
It's hilarious.
That was an accident. Maybe now y'all can actually do y'all job. But wait a minute, this is so funny. I don't want to clown where we got this story from, but at the end of the story it says the game, a California-based rapper whose real name is Charles Louboutin, the sheriff's office said.
Charles Louboutin.
That's his Twitter name. That's his Twitter name.
Oh, I
was
was say
like,
the game made them tight ass shoes.
Because what is his real name? Like Jaquan?
Jason. His name is Jason.
And I was like, what
Jason
the hell?
Taylor. I'm not.
Wait a minute. News break. Poppy.
Poppy J?
Yeah, Poppy J.
What'd he
Poppy
say?
said, Glenn, the girls in that shirt look like two big old cheeks. Slurp yum.
That's Poppy J, a.k.a. J. Cal.
Oh, that's the homie from Twitter.
From Twitter and Facebook.
Okay, are we going to talk about the fact that this man took his life?
My my goodness, it's such
Who
a
that is?
shame.
It really is.
One of the husbands from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Hung himself. Right?
Taylor Armstrong apparently killed himself in his home.
Why?
You hate the show that
You know,
bad?
he had money problems.
I'm sorry, that was
Stupid.
Taylor's husband. Taylor is the young lady on Real Housewives, but Russell Armstrong is her husband, and supposedly they were going through they're going through a divorce
and some money problems,
and he was having really bad money problems, and he was staying with a friend over on Mulholland Drive, and they found him hanging in one of the bedrooms.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's
That's
a
a
shame.
shame. We pray for his family. You
These
know,
reality shows,
That's
y'all.
right.
These
That's
reality
right.
shows.
That's right. That's
My
reality for
goodness.
you. Okay, let's hit the top billion movies. Okay.
Yeah.
Ready? And also, I hear that the Planet of the Apes. Some
still
some
number
monkeys
one?
beat up the help.
What happened?
Some monkeys beat up the help.
Stupid.
The box office chimps pulled in champs. I'm sorry, pulled in $27.5 million.
Oh my gosh.
And the help pulled in 25.5. I hear that a lot of people are not happy that the help exists as a movie.
I'm one of
it's-
them. I ain't
Why?
even seen
Tell
the
me
movie
why. Tell me why.
because I feel that they want to depict African American women in this light all the time, and not all the time, but for this movie to come out and for it to get so much fame and notoriety, and then it was written by a Caucasian woman.
Would you have been in it?
Yes.
I sure would
yeah.
have been.
Exactly.
I sure would have been.
She said,
But
yeah.
it's like, my
Yeah,
goodness,
yeah.
can we get some more positive? Not that this was a negative role.
Colombiana.
I can't
Man.
wait for that
Shit,
to
yeah.
come out with Zoe.
Oh, with the
Saldana.
guns? With
Yes.
the guns?
Yeah.
Yes.
And she doing
Yeah.
karate and making love and blowing up stuff.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just gonna be nice.
You know, but I'm happy for the women in the help that got work, but why have to be maids?
Well,
And
okay,
house
but it
that-
did
That
exist.
was a time that existed.
But here's the thing though. I kind of think and the woman is still alive.
And she's suing the woman who wrote that book.
Really?
Yes, because she feels like that she didn't get her permission to depict her, and it's a lot of untruths.
Really?
I have that on the Huffington Post. I should have printed that.
well,
Yes.
then if it was
Wow.
untruths, then it wasn't her story.
Well, then why don't we ooh,
Uh-oh.
dang.
There we go.
Oh, ass wild as hell tonight. Okay, this is what we gonna do.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yes.
Give us the update and
Okay.
and there's no business like show business.
Okay.
Because and then there's another lady that the director he raised him. It was another African American female that raised him.
The director.
Right. And so
Yeah.
he used a lot of his own personal experience.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
saw-
So,
yeah.
but here's the problem, and that part I kind of agree with. It's like, is that the only way you know us?
Thank you.
Is that the only
well,
way you can
know,
understand
I think
us?
it's also deeper than that as far as this whole Hollywood movie thing. You know, oftentimes we see like these movies that are quote unquote African American movies written by, white
White folk.
Caucasian
Yeah, yeah,
people.
yeah.
Yes.
Why Jim
You
Kelly
You know,
wrote a
and
movie?
what it all,
could.
and a lot of people are
It'd be
complaining
good,
that
though.
it boils down to like, here it is. We have to have a savior figure. Like the white woman in the book actually,
Yeah.
a white woman in the movie actually wrote the book, and then she kind of helped some of the maids along. and, yeah.
Spoiler alert.
No, I'm
Well,
not telling
okay,
the
but
story. I'm
wasn't part
telling
of
the
that
theory
about
of it.
also about Medgar Evers' assassination?
Well,
too?
it was a small
A
port,
small-
Was that a small
like it
portion?
was a snippet of it. I mean, it was like it happened around
Around
the
that
way
time.
they depicted it. It happened around that same
But
time,
then-
and they
but
showed
then-
a snippet of
okay,
it.
well-
and Medgar Evers gave them.
Why don't we do
wife.
this? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we do. 'Cause we got a good call from Challenge, Illinois, that we want to take after the break too. But here's the thing: wouldn't the white girl have to have written the book?
I agree.
Because the black women would have got lynched or killed or murdered.
Yeah,
writing
I
the book
agree.
about these people's lives. So she would have had to have written the book.
Okay,
I
I got
at
that.
that time
But-
period.
But my thing is the movie being made. Why can't we make more? Not that, like I said, not that it's a negative role.
It is-
but
it is-
why we have to be the maids?
Well, that doesn't bump me because it was the period.
I'd be the
It was
maid.
the time.
But
There
shit
are a
wouldn't
lot
have
of
got
other-
done.
Now, what y'all
With
gonna say
some
when
hungry
Angelina
people,
come out here?
shit would have
as-
been dirty.
Now, are you guys gonna be in an uproar when Angelina comes out as Cleopatra?
Well, hold
that's a
on.
whole different- that's
Wait a
a
minute. Wait a
historic-
minute.
That's
I'd rather see Soledad O'Brien in that role.
Well, no, but Soledad O'Brien can act.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
If you're gonna depict the Egyptian
I'm
woman,
saying- well, but wait a minute. Yeah, she would be a better
Right,
personification.
exactly.
But here's the thing: what if Angelina Jolie,
Yeah.
what that bony girl name? Renee Zellweger,
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
the girl with the
bony
big
now?
forehead that don't move. Oh, she about to gain on that weight for Bridget Jones is coming back. What if the girl with the forehead don't move? Nicole
one's that?
Kidman.
Nicole Kidman.
Oh, yeah.
And what that broad name? Drew Barrymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Decided they was gonna make the help because it was politically incorrect to make them all black. So we gonna turn them into white women. How would we feel then?
Go right
And what
ahead.
if? And what if we were?
Uh-huh.
What if they were our help? They switched it around like they did the monkeys and Planet Ape.
You
made
know
us
they
smart.
ain't gonna make no shit like that. They ain't
Girl,
gonna
let me
make
tell
that move.
You almost made me say the N word because I sure would be I be talking shit. I be throwing hors d'oeuvres at Angelina Jolie. It ain't hot enough, Trick. You know, I be talking a lot of yang. Wait a minute. Twitter alert at Lady Davis. Love the help. Wish they could have gotten deeper in their stories. I would agree.
It was really all about them, so I don't know what she means.
Well, deeper in the story about, okay, remember the one lady that came when Sister Rosa Parks came out and said she almost got sexually assaulted. If the movie had been a little darker, because when the little girl was TT in the toilet that was set outside, how did all the toilets get set outside? Tell me that.
You watched the movie, Cheryl?
What the lady?
I saw a clip of it.
Okay.
How did the toilets get set outside?
Well, she was trying to pass a law that everybody who had help, they should have an outhouse for the maids.
Oh, so she didn't want to use them.
Okay. Right. They didn't want them to use it inside. And now, I think a lot of it was about their stories. I think, we saw the camaraderie
So wait,
maids.
go back. How did the little girl end up TTing in the yard then?
No offense to the TT in the room.
They put all that. No, not for the TT. Sorry. I mean, peeing. I saw a scene where they had all these toilets out on the yard.
Right. It hadn't. The bill hadn't passed.
Okay.
So a lot of them made their maids go out and not do it in their house. They couldn't do it in the house.
Hold on. Twitter alert at Vita Star. The help was a racist piece of crap. It was really all about the white girl and her circumstances. Black people were just pawns.
And that's what I was saying.
Bush.
That a lot of people are saying.
Wait a minute, we're going to take this break. When we come back, we're going to get box office. Colin Kelly going to talk sports, and we will get in Sex and Minute Series. And Steven, thank you for all your information. Yeah, we'll be right back with Sheryl Underwood Show after this break. What we about to play? Welcome back to the Sheryl Underwood Show.
Okay,
this is Marvin Gaye.
Can I just correct something? I did not mean that the Jacksons
You sure
wasn't
love the
out.
ball.
What I meant was that to me, the Jacksons weren't as big as Elvis.
They were big as hell.
No, to me.
Hey, Cheryl, what were you saying?
I'm wrestling.
To me.
You were saying something about welcome back to the Sheryl Underwood Show.
I
know.
like the Jacksons.
Wait a minute. Turn off that Marvin Gaye. You sure love the ball.
Oh, that's my jam.
That's a cut right there.
I requested that. I think.
Well, that's a stepper's cut. No, that's
a
tight
sex
right
song.
there.
You know what you sure love the ball means.
What does it mean? Is it oral sex?
No, that's not what that.
He don't say that.
Yeah, it is. You sure love the ball. That's what it means.
I thought it was just like bone.
Ball or bone?
Ball.
Ball.
B-A-L-L.
Oh, ball.
He says
What do you
ball.
mean ball? Like playing
I thought-
basketball?
No, like boning. I thought he meant like boning.
Balling is
Boning.
balling.
Really? Really? I didn't know that.
Ball.
Cheryl gave you the expert slurp right there. Balling.
That's the one she does when she on stage.
Yeah, balling.
And
That's a cut.
speaking of which, where you gonna be next?
I will be in
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, Florida. Kyle and I will be in Jacksonville. Well, tomorrow I will be in Fayetteville. Every Wednesday we're doing a different show. And I got a little treat for the ladies. We're doing a pamper party first and then a battle of the DJs after in Fayetteville at the Doubletree on Cedar Creek Road. We're going to have a great time as always. So, get there early. And we hope to see you there. Okay, ready for the movies. 20, Winnie the Pooh. 19, Green Lantern. 18, Sarah's Key. 17, Cars 2. 16, Midnight in Paris. 15, Zookeeper. 14, Transformers Dark of the Moon. 13, Friends with Benefits. 12, Horrible Bosses. 11, Glee the 3D concert movie.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I didn't even hear that was
I didn't even know that was going on.
Wow. I like the commercial of the little boy dancing and the commercial with his little suit on. I thought that was really, really cute.
They did that whole movie without us, Glenda. I never heard of that shit.
I know.
11.
10, The Change Up. 9, Crazy Stupid Love. 8, a movie that should be number one every
still,
time.
I know.
Captain America, the first Avenger, damn it. We need to be changing the villains all the time, just remaking the movie. 7, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. 6, Cowboys and Aliens. Somebody need to tell me does Harrison Ford die in this movie? Just Twitter it to me or, text
Tweet it.
Tweet it, whatever that word is.
Tweet it.
5, number 5, 30 minutes or less. That's the one about.
It reminds me of the guy I dated in Abu Dhabi.
What?
That she met on lavalife.com.
Okay, wait a minute.
do Lava
So
Life.
30 minutes or less is the one where they con a guy in believing that he got a bomb strapped on him so he can rob
Oh
a
yeah, I
bank.
want to see that. I heard it was
Okay,
hysterical.
White Jim Kelly, go see it
I'll
so
go
you can
see
tell
it.
us
when I
about
was
it.
Oh, was
in,
that with
when I was in
Ansari?
Erie, And I read an article about that. They were very upset because something similar to that happened in Erie.
To a pizza guy, right?
Yeah, in
Erie, Pennsylvania?
Yeah. And then it ends up happening
it.
to that young girl, but it wasn't a real bomb. And they caught the guy in Kentucky somewhere, I heard. It happened in Australia. This daughter of a millionaire, this guy broke into the house allegedly and strapped an alleged explosive device that they found out 10 hours later was not a real bomb.
Oh, wow.
You know, but I think the humor to the movie is right on target, but the scenario might make people want to do stuff. Number 4, the Smurfs. Number 3, Final Destination 5, which I just learned that when you hear dust in the wind, somebody gonna die in the movie.
When you hear dust in the wind?
Yeah, dust in the wind. That's cut.
I never heard.
Dust in the wind.
Oh, when the song comes on, somebody's about to die?
I thought it was like code
Dust
word.
in the wind.
And then somebody dies.
I think is it Kansas that made Dust in the Wind? Crack research team, check it out. Say, I think it was Kansas that made Dust in the Wind. I know it wasn't bread. I think it was Kansas.
Number 2.
Number 2.
The Stacey McClain Show on the Foxxhole. Sirius XM 98.
I was just
You see, I just stopped. I just stopped to give her the twist mouth. Let me help you, Glenda. Let me help you.
Let me move out the way.
Shit. Y'all have
No, because
no. Y'all interrupt me all the time.
No.
I don't say shit.
No, we just don't.
I don't say shit. I don't say shit. I just put the paper down.
Wait a minute.
That's all. I just put the motherfucking paper. I'm like, okay, you just go.
Wait a minute though. But I'm helping
Do
El.
I not? I'm like, you
Do you
me,
do
you like,
what
fuck
do
it.
you do, my
Fuck it,
baby?
just go ahead.
So wait a minute. I'm helping El Shabazz Malik Shakur over here protest to help.
I don't want to protest.
We are protesting to help.
She called El Shabazz.
Malik Shakur.
Oh, my God.
But wait a minute, Stacey. Did you just have a meltdown on the air?
Number 2.
That was a meltdown.
Number 2, George Bush.
All right, number 1, please.
All I did was choose some goddamn ice.
I was trying to say at the same time you was
Hey,
saying
ready. Number 2 is the help, and number 1
is
Rise of the
all you motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Except for they did have a beige monkey in there.
Who was
Why
that?
Jim Kelly?
It was the beige monkey.
Well, hello.
You know, and I heard that the monkey that's the leader is off the chain.
The monkey.
Really?
Yeah, the monkey that's
lead monkey?
Yeah, I heard the lead monkey is off the chain. I heard he thinks he's smart. You can tell that there's some
Is the guy
thug
in there
monkeys.
from the Green Mile? Is he one of the?
I don't know.
Michael
I don't know
Duncan.
if he's in this one.
No, I don't
But
think
the guy
so.
from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yes, right.
Yeah, he's the lead monkey. But they say that you can
lead
see
monkey.
the hierarchies of the monkeys.
I love lead animals. They turn me on.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I bet you
Would you have
do.
seen?
Like
Okay,
Smurf?
wait a minute. If
Like
they
the
had called
lead,
you,
like the lead hamster in that commercial, the Kia commercial.
oh yeah, I like
I
that.
The key
one.
word is lead. She likes to
lead.
do with the lead that makes the most
But wait a
money.
minute. Here's the question. I know we're supposed to do sports, but wait a minute. So would you have taken a part in Rise of the Planet of the Apes over the help?
Yes, if I had an opportunity to play against the lead monkey.
Really?
Yeah.
You would play a very sexy monkey.
Yeah.
She does have a sexy monkey.
Oh, boy.
I
Girl,
can
you
vouch
led
for
him into
that.
that. Did you do that
Shut
on
up.
purpose?
No, I didn't.
You did that shit on purpose?
No, I was thinking.
You know he's sitting right there.
That was great.
A fat monkey too, boy.
Okay, wait a minute. Challenge got a comment on Michael Jackson, Elvis, and a comment for Stacey before we get into a little bit of sports. Okay.
What's the what he said?
Challenge?
Oh, he on the phone.
Challenge. Are you still there, Challenge? Uh-oh. Okay, uh-oh. I don't think he's there.
Challenge.
I don't think he's there. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so,
Hello?
uh-oh. Challenge. Hey, Challenge.
Yeah.
You had a comment about Michael Jackson, Elvis, and something for Stacey?
Yeah, I was saying I could relate to Stacey because when I was growing up, I really didn't think much about Mike either. In fact, I think it wasn't until Off the Wall that I had a friend from the south side of Chicago that was really into Michael Jackson. They kind of turned me on to him. But before that, man, whenever I heard Elvis was on television,
I was an Elvis
I was all
fanatic.
over it, and it was like Muhammad Ali was the other person that, and I'm from K-Town, you know.
Wow.
In Chicago, K-Town?
What was that?
Yeah.
You in Chicago, K-Town?
Yeah, Chicago, K-Town.
All right,
Wow. What's
K-Town.
up,
On the west
K-Town?
side.
K-Town when I was probably about 6 years old, and I can tell you,
it really wasn't until I was a little older that I really got familiar with
Michael and them. Yeah.
And
Okay, I mean, because I was so into Elvis. Not that I didn't know that they existed, that Jackson existed. Thank
Challenge.
you, sweetie.
You should date Stacy. Maybe to break her out of her rut.
He sounds married.
I listen to the show sometimes whenever I get a chance, and she sounds as wacky as I am. It's a lot of.
I would like
Did
to
you
call
say
it
wacky?
eccentric. I call it eccentric. I would say eccentric.
Okay.
Eccentric, yeah, I would say that too.
So y'all would get along very good.
I mean, I go to comedy black chicks. Not a lot of black chicks go to Comic-Con. I mean, I think a little sometimes to the left.
How tall are you?
I think I'm very black, but I think it's just that when you exposed to certain things, that's all you know.
How tall are you?
Right.
How tall are you?
How tall am I? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm 6 foot.
Yes.
How much you weigh?
Well, right now, you know, I'm ex-military. I'm a little heavy right now.
What's your fighting weight?
That's okay, bro.
Yeah.
What's my fighting weight?
Yeah.
Well, when I'm 250, I look thin because I'm so muscular.
Wow. Go ahead. Get it, Stacey.
Get on him, dog.
Get him, Stacey.
So you got a little Forrest Whitaker in you
I'm
too.
not as muscular as I used to be, but
You got a little Forrest Whitaker in you. What's happening?
I used to be in the martial arts when I was younger.
Wow.
All right, Stacey.
Okay, Stacey, how's he gonna get in contact with you? How's he gonna get into contact with you?
Hit me up under Glenda. Go under Glenda's Facebook page.
What do you do for a living, Challenge?
I'm a truck driver.
Wonderful.
That's
Trucker
Nation
Nation
roll on
baby.
all the time.
College dropout truck driver. I'm probably not her type, but I just
You're her type. Trust me.
to what she was saying, that's all.
Trust me, you're her type. Trust me.
Hit on the internet, you'll be her
Thanks
type.
for calling,
Clarence.
sweetie. No,
Trust
thanks
her.
for calling.
Trust her. You're her type.
Shalom.
Matter of fact, put your white boss picture up and you're done.
There it is. Internet, white man, Stacy.
Great first
Sports.
date.
What's happening in sports? Tiger Woods hitting shit in the water. What happened?
Yeah, it's not good. Hitting balls in the drink.
That's probably the lead of the whole weekend. He
Yeah.
got he didn't make the cut.
I just want to continue listening to you guys.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, Challenge. We gonna
You need to find her now.
Hey, we're gonna knock out this
This'll be
sports
great.
right quick.
You know
dog.
what? Y'all are more like each other than you know
You
right
ain't lying.
now.
Interrupted sports already. What, y'all married?
Thank you for calling and hit me up on
You already
Facebook.
know her.
Hit her up on Facebook.
Thank you for calling, sweetie. I appreciate the support.
Yeah, we're gonna cut him and his wife's mic
Oh,
right
my.
quick so we can do sports.
That's hilarious. He's still talking.
And on the sports,
What happened?
Just like me.
you know,
What happened?
preseason's cracking right now.
Oh yeah, a lot of football, huh?
NFL preseason.
What
is
happened?
Down.
Who
The
got
ratings are already crushing it, and the starters played like one series of the first game. That's how powerful the NFL is. If that gives you an idea. Tiger's the biggest story, obviously. He didn't make the cut for the PGA Championship, the fourth major of the year, which he's only done that twice in his life.
Wow.
That's the worst golf he's probably ever played.
Yeah, he's not looking good. He needs some
That's
side
a
pieces
shame.
Did you
immediately.
see the sketch, the Afrion?
Was it good?
They did a sketch, Afrion.
Do we want to bring up who's just on? Do we want to bring him back?
Challenge?
Yeah.
For real.
Your boyfriend.
Yeah.
No, it was about Tiger where he's like he couldn't hit the ball, so they never mind.
Oh shit!
Oh, she gonna not only interrupt sports for a
So
story.
she gonna go dingbat on us.
She not even gonna finish the story.
Finish the story.
No, we ain't got time.
No, because y'all looked at me like this is sports, damn it.
Okay,
I'ma
wait a
let you
minute.
go.
Who is taking a job at the mall or something?
At the Home Depot.
At the Home Depot.
Delonte West.
Oh yeah.
And that's the guy
That is.
I thought he had a sugar mama.
Yeah,
That
Gloria
is-
James, allegedly.
Wow.
Making
That's
he was
LeBron
like-
James' stepdaddy right there.
But he
Delonte
wasn't. He's
West.
like was making like 10.
Yeah, that's got to be a joke stunt
Yeah,
thing or
sure.
something like that
$10
going
like
on.
that.
Really?
He's had some problems with guns and all kinds of mental
Wow.
issues before.
Oh wow!
But he's a good baller. He's a free agent.
Yeah, he is.
That's a
Maybe
shame.
Miami.
Well, what about the little boy that had a twin brother and they picked the ticket?
Oh my gosh!
And the twin brother was outside, so the other brother hit the hockey puck.
Nick and Nate.
and they won $50,000. And the dad they had a crisis of conscience and decided to call and tell him, and everybody's trying to decide.
Figure out if they're gonna keep the money or not.
I didn't know about this.
hear that one either.
Yeah.
Nick and Nate were like 9-year-old twins. I think they're 9.
Uh-huh.
And Nick stepped outside, and his name was called. So Nate went up as Nick and made the shot, $50,000.
But he
Tell the
cheated.
story so good.
But Dad
Really does.
the next day had a, like Cheryl said, a conscience.
Crisis of conscience.
Good for
fart.
him.
She.
And called and admitted what happened.
not
So
been
now they're
lying.
trying to decide
No, they weren't.
if they can keep the money or not.
They shouldn't. Good job.
Oh, that's some
That was
bullshit.
cute.
Nice
The
of
dad.
him. That's
That's
very
some
nice of
bullshit.
Dad.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant.
What
allegedly
happened?
Got into an altercation at
At
church.
church.
At church?
Yeah.
What church he go to?
Somewhere in San Diego, right?
Greater Mount Zion.
Get
I'm
your weight
just
up,
saying,
church.
Where you go? He
I
goes to
don't know, I
Faithful
just made
Sunshine?
up.
Say he kicked somebody.
No, he
How you
took
kick
somebody's
somebody's
phone.
Yeah, that's right. He took somebody's phone. That's
Yeah.
right.
Basically, he saw somebody trying to take a picture. He thought they were trying to take a picture of him and his family.
Kobe,
and
Kobe,
he wasn't trying to
Kobe.
have it. So he wrestled the phone out of the dude's hand.
So what was he trying to take a picture of, really?
Kobe.
Kobe thought they were taking a picture of him and Vanessa.
And the kids.
And the kids.
Yeah, and the
Kobe
kids.
wasn't
The
trying
guy
to
said
have
The
it.
now
guy
his
grabbed
wrist
it and reached
is
it, and
hurting.
now he said his wrist hurt and all
Oh,
kinds of
good
stuff.
lawsuit.
And, but the guy wasn't taking a picture of him either, so it will be a lawsuit.
That's right.
'cause
Good
there was no
lawsuit.
picture on there.
Oh,
find the
wow.
Allegedly. That's
Well,
what I
but
thought.
see,
Yeah.
but here's the thing though. He might have been trying to take the picture, like when I was trying to take a picture of Sheryl and her date with Steve Harvey.
Somebody snatched the
and
phone.
didn't quite get the picture. He might have been trying to get
It
the
could have
picture
happened.
and didn't get the actual picture. You see, I just brought up Shirley and her date like that. See how I
Yeah,
did that,
at the
Shirley?
hoodies.
Cheryl, who was your date?
I had a date. Steven, what's his name?
I don't remember.
can't
Steve.
You don't remember your
Steve
date's
was-
name?
No, I don't remember his
Oh,
last
the
name.
date from
the
The
from the
hoodie
hoodies.
awards.
Gotcha.
Cheryl took a
Yeah,
date to the
it
hoodie
was
award.
fantastic. It was a great experience. He's a good man. I just can't remember his last name because I always called him Steven.
And because she spent all her time trying to hook him up with some other ass. is what
Let
she's
me
doing there.
tell
Was she,
you.
was she
No.
running around
The
the
Okay,
house
we
doing that?
it's sports. Sports.
I'm
Tyler Kelly. Sports over.
I didn't
Are we
mean
good
to,
with sports?
Stacey, our segment.
We're on
Okay.
number 2, thank you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
White
You
Jim
take it
Kelly
back.
is being white.
So, okay,
I
tell
love
us-
that.
Okay, we're gonna talk about Sex Minute series and the hoodies at the same time. So we're at the hoodies, right?
We at the
Okay.
hoodies.
Oh my God, Tank is phenomenal.
He's
Was
sexy
he?
too.
He sang some old school.
He's saying
Mr.
maybe
Mr.
I
Mr.
deserve, which is my jam.
Yeah, that's
Woo.
the cut. Oh my God.
Yes,
he's
I
so-
cheated on you.
Oh my God. And then he
that's the
added
cut.
in some Ain't Too Proud to Beg in there. Oh my God, it was so sexy. And then Johnny Gill came out and crushed it right after Tank and then threw out some teddy bears. It was fantastic. And then Chemistry. Oh,
KM.
he came out on the next night show and he talked about how he was homeless and everything. It's
Yeah.
so sexy. He sounds like a sexy version of Al Jarreau. It was fantastic. And then who else was really good? Oh,
Kirk Franklin
Kirk
ripped it.
Franklin tore it up in them tight pants.
Ripped it.
All the people
Tore
say,
it.
"Oh my
Flooded.
God, he was excellent.
He
He
ripped
was
it.
excellent.
He opened the
Yeah,
hoodies.
it was hard for everybody to follow him. And then who else? Anthony Hamilton and Jill Scott was
Oh,
very
I
good.
love that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They
Oh,
sing a lot
sang
of
that
Hey,
song.
hey,
duo.
Sheryl Underwood smashed though. Y'all should
Oh,
have seen
really?
it. No, 'cause
Okay, tell what
everybody,
happened. Okay, tell what happened in the beginning now.
This was Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night.
All right, everybody was going up, and every comedian that had to do their presenters at the awards. Every comedian was taking their time to make sure they crush.
Right.
So George Wallace went up there. He knocked it out the park.
Of course.
And
He
then
told this hella funny joke about the Ethiopian. There's a new Ethiopian restaurant in Las Vegas. Then he pauses and goes, "I didn't know the Ethiopians have food." And then he said, "And what little food they had, they bringing it to Las Vegas."
hilarious.
That's so joke.
That's not right.
But Cheryl gets up there.
Well, who else went up there?
I don't remember who went up before in between George and you, but I know the award show was cracking. So Cheryl goes up and
Steve gets up and cusses.
Oh, that was funny.
To the whole,
Steve Harvey did
he
his
talked
thing
about
where he didn't want to cuss.
Yeah, and then how there's cursing in the Bible.
Yeah, then he started cussing.
Yeah.
And he ripped it.
Yeah.
But I gotta, because we ain't got a lot of time, because we gotta get sex and serious. I'm gonna do.
No, we're gonna add them both of them.
So
Okay.
Cheryl been playing her day all night, y'all.
I did not play him.
Nice.
Cheryl, I'm
Let me
sorry.
say what happened.
Go
Let me
ahead,
say
go
what
ahead.
happened. So I get there on Thursday. Flights was messed up. I finally get there because I'm trying to make not only the morning show on Friday morning, but I'm trying to get there to be my date. I ain't seen him. Now, wouldn't you think that he would be in the lobby with some flowers?
Right,
candy,
yes.
You know,
Yes.
waiting on me when I come from
exactly.
there. Didn't happen, right? So I get in the room.
He was in his
I go to bed.
room?
I don't know where he was. I get in the room, right? So remember they had a white party on Friday before the comedy
Not
show.
white people.
I went to that
but-
one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not white people, white clothes.
White clothes.
Black people in white clothes, Jim Kelly.
Get him white Kelly.
White people at the hoodies.
Do your hair way.
I'm here.
He raised his hand.
Oh my God! I wish I could see this. Okay, so they had the white party, right? So we doing the comedy show, and they go, Cheryl, where you day? I don't know. I ain't seen him.
Oh, but you at the white party by now, and you
By
still
now,
haven't
and I
seen your
still haven't
date?
seen my
But
date.
it's not her day's
Wait a
fault.
minute, I haven't seen the date, right? So then he comes backstage and go, I was in the audience to see you. And he looks very nice, but he's just not. We don't have chemistry together.
Oh,
So
he's
the
a
whole,
good man.
So the whole time, Cheryl trying to hook him up, like maybe you want her, maybe. So she playing my dude, trying to move him forward because we got to get the sex and
What was he saying?
So Cheryl, hold on. Cheryl gets on stage, right? Now everybody knows she there to find a date.
Right.
She decide she gonna get a date with Pastor Marvin Sapp.
The widower, Pastor Marvin.
Cheryl was throwing the Mac down on Marvin Sapp. You saw 20,000 people crying
That's
with
hilarious.
laughter. She told, this would kill me. She told this, I almost called the N-word. She called this brother. She told him, well, when we get together, you going to be late to church because I gets it in. Man.
I get it. And really sure you gonna put
You
your mother.
told Pastor Marvin
She
Sapp.
told
Yeah,
Pastor
but he-
never would have made it. Marvin Sapp.
I said he was gonna sing that when I walked. I said he gonna sing "Never Could Have Made It" when I walked
Never
out.
could have made
I was
it.
like, okay, I
Without you.
mean, but he's a widower,
Yes.
and I'm a widower.
Hey, yeah.
A widow.
So you
I'm
have
a widow,
to-
right?
yes,
And
yes.
he's a very attractive man,
Yes,
and
yes.
I'm a very attractive man. Okay, we go back. Cheryl, we gonna take a break.
Hey,
We gonna take a
we
break.
got to get sex and
We'll
sex.
take a
All right.
tune. We're gonna take a tune. How do you say it in what's the
back
date?
to
What's
two
it?
and
2 and 2.
Two and back at
Wait,
2 and 2.
wait, who did it?
That
It
was Chuck Willery. Chuck Willery. Chuck Willery.
Chuck Willery. Look at that. We'll be back at 2
Never
and 2.
could have made it.
We'll be back with
Sex
sex
and
and
Minutes
serious.
Serious.
Without
And your
you.
calls. What's Underwood show? But I
God,
crushed
I
it.
would've lost
And when we
it
come
all.
back, he gonna tell more about what happened to somebody else at the Hoodies that didn't bring their A game. We'll be right back with more Sheryl Underwood show.
I can't wait. That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. We still in or we out?
Yeah.
Now, what is this?
That's anything.
Anything in
Yeah.
by Dramarama?
Yep.
You know what this sounds like?
Right.
Okay, it's anything by Dramarama.
Yeah.
But it sounds like something that would be on the end of Entourage.
Yeah,
does.
it does.
I did see that too last night.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Or
Was it
on
good?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. But I just love the show. I'm such a fan of the show.
Okay, y'all gonna have to tell me quickly what happened. So we are back. Kyle is gonna finish what happened at the Hoodies.
So Lavelle Crawford came on after Cheryl, tagged all her jokes up. He was funny though. He was like, "Yeah, Pastor, you don't want to do that. You don't want to touch that there, right there. That's
Lavelle said that? How Lavelle know? I don't want to
But
know.
then,
I don't wanna
He
know.
said you be in hell because the tag was Pastor Sapp had went to the white party
Yeah.
and was singing Happy Feelings.
Yeah.
And
Happy
everybody,
Feelings.
because Frankie Beverly Mays was at the
Yeah.
white, Frankie Beverly Mays and Faith, right? And so he said, you're going to be in hell with a thong. No, with a G. Did he say a thong or G-string?
Gasoline thong or something like that.
Yeah, a gasoline thong on. And down in hell singing Happy Feelings. That's what Cheryl. So then now,
It did. All the comedians crushed it.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart got up there.
After Kirk Franklin had did all the short man jokes.
Oh yeah, cause see, Kurt Franklin used all the short jokes before Kevin Hart.
That's hilarious.
So Kevin Hart,
Kevin Hart up.
Kurt Franklin killed
Franklin
it.
was-
I'm gonna tell you, Kurt
I can't
Franklin
believe he
killed
was
it.
doing comedy.
He was. He crushed it. He was a triple threat.
Yeah.
He got to sing. He preached. He did
danced.
comedy. He danced.
Yeah.
He was Sammy Davis Jr.
He was. He saved some souls.
He was doing the damn thing.
And he led the choir.
It was excellent.
But
That's right.
Kevin Hart had to come after him after he had just done all
I
his
bet you
all
Kevin
short jokes.
ripped
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And Kevin Hart, for first he was just kind of thinking like, what am I
How
gonna
the fuck
do?
right? How
Oh, and then he pulled one good one out. He pulled
it out.
the one about
What
he
did
didn't
Jesus?
thank Jesus.
Cause
You forgot to thank
easy
Jesus.
Laugh, easy
Yeah.
laugh. He said you get an easy applause if you thank Jesus.
Yeah.
And then he kind of went in.
He was circling around to thank Jesus.
Yeah.
And then
some more did she got one
she got
joke
one
in.
good one in.
One
I
but
heard.
she
I
didn't
was
really-
backstage.
Yeah, she didn't really do. She didn't really like all the other comics. You could tell they was like, I ain't leaving this place without ripping it down. And she didn't. She didn't
rip it down?
No, she threw a joke in.
I
and
think
kept it moving.
it's a difficult thing to do. I mean, and then Sunday we went on to UNCF at Pasadena, the Evening Stars, which was a great show. It's going to come on, I think, in January, and it was fantastic. I think you're going to enjoy it. But here's where Sex and the Series comes in.
Okay.
So I'm sitting with a very attractive young man that I have a crush on. He's very smart and very dignified man, right? So is it appropriate if you have been having this crush on a person and you've been kind of flirting, with them back and forward, is it appropriate to go, excuse me, this is the most graphic I'm going to speak on this show because I'm trying to change my life. Is it appropriate to say the sex is garbage But the head game is tight. Because I felt.
Are you tweeting or talking?
I was talking to him. We were sitting side by side, and so I told him. I said, "Look, I think you're a fascinating man. You're very intriguing." I said, "Well, let me give you some of the ground rules." I said, "I don't have a lot of sex when I'm too old and it's too hot, and the hot flash hit me. I don't really want to do it."
Oh my God.
And everything. And I said, and I didn't know, what you were, because you hang around a lot of different people. But then you're so attractive and intriguing that I thought I might as well go ahead and shoot my best shot, and maybe I can get it in too. So, and so he said, "Well, let's talk about this." And I said, "Okay, well, while we're talking, and now you seem open to it, I just need to tell you that the sex is." But I didn't say sex. I said something much more graphic.
Don't you think they should be able to judge that?
Yeah.
Jim Kelly's like, yeah.
Oh, you were telling
me
because I don't
That's
think
a good
right.
sales
I
pitch.
was like, the sex is horrible, but the head game is tight as hell.
That's your entrepreneurial attitude.
Right.
I love it.
Say thank you.
So you were telling him
So
more sex is garbage?
Right.
So we
well,
need to know-
I told him in a graphic way.
Right.
Do we need to
Right,
know
no,
for
but
the
Cheryl says that all the
callers?
time.
It sounds like this is what I'm hearing, Cheryl. Should people advertise their sex game from the jump? Is
But
that
I
what I'm
think
hearing?
that
Should they give
also-
disclaimers? Disclaimers?
Yes.
I also think that a lot of people do that because they get in there and it's pretty good, but they don't want to disappoint in case the other person is expecting more.
Mine would be I'm white. My
To try to
disclaimer.
downplay it?
Right, they downplay it.
What do you
They try to
expect?
downplay it?
And because some guys, you'd be surprised, some guys ain't no sex bad.
Yeah, I was going
None.
to say, like, they
It's
say.
like if they
say,
get it in, they happy.
Exactly. They say, like, even if, like, cold pizza is good. So
Right. Or
You know,
I like
hot
it,
apple
Cheryl.
pie.
Good job. That was
Let me
good.
tell you something.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn what y'all talk about. Mine is horrible. It's horrible. It's
Well, what makes it so bad, Cheryl?
you know what makes it so bad? No. I'm so damn lazy and tired.
Me
And
too.
if
What
I've
do you
been
say?
drinking,
What do you
I
say?
don't feel like moving around. You
I
gotta
am
do
not
this.
rolling
know.
over.
I
I'm not
wanna-
moving my leg.
Right.
I want to
I'm
know
not-
how your game is, Glenda.
how my game is?
Yeah, how
Yours
was
is
your
tight,
sex
right?
game?
Yours is
That's
really
a sex
tight.
and serious
I
question.
think my sex game is pretty okay.
But your head game is tighter than
Damn
your
it,
mind.
Gina.
And my head game is equal.
A head game equal.
Pretty
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Oh.
good.
Yes.
Jim Kelly, I
So
think.
do you ever
I
take
think-
the little barrettes on that T-shirt and smush them together?
We'd be great because I'm horrible and I'm lazy. So this would be
That's
perfect.
hilarious.
Bring up the average.
I'm a rider.
Yeah.
Orgasm on a curve.
Did she say she's a
I'm
rider?
a rider.
Let me tell you something. If
That
I
would
seen
work out
Glenda up
perfect.
there with them
Hey,
synthetic
what's that
titties riding me,
Yes, I'm right.
I'm done.
I want to fuck that man. Okay, next week that's Glenda's song. Okay, get ready. I'm a rider. Okay. Oh my God. So Kyle,
Yes, ma'am.
So wouldn't you like it if a woman said,
Yes.
the ass ain't no good?
yes.
But the
Because
head
then
is
I get a
hellacious.
chance to reconsider. Maybe I could beat one off and get my senses.
Okay, and Stacey, you don't believe you should tell. You should just go in and experience.
I think so, because some guys think that it's all good,
Right.
and they're horrible. They're going in with the idea that they may be bad. A lot of guys don't think that, because they're
Okay, but
always
you've
asking,
ate a great meal. You've had a great meal. You've drank up a lot of liquor.
lobster or what is it? Pizza?
Lobster.
Okay, yeah, lobster.
Don't Perry
lobster.
on.
Yeah.
That $250,000 bottle that Jay-Z was drinking in a nightclub allegedly.
I don't hang out with them dudes. That's Glenda's crowd.
Right, right, because mine is so horrible. I'd have to call Glenda in and go, look.
Come finish this. Come take it.
Absolutely. Well, you know what that means.
Get the hell
Shut
off
the hell up.
line.
Yeah. I love the fact that this song stops us from talking.
It's a great
Well,
song.
all right. Glenda, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter under Glenda Redfield.
Stacey, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook and Twitter or Hollywood. Can I just say happy birthday to my stepson, Antonio Bell?
Huh?
Happy birthday, Anthony Antonio Bell.
Yeah.
I was
my
like, how did you have a
stepson.
stepson?
My
I
ex.
know that.
Okay, that's wonderful. That you still keep in touch. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Kyle, where can we find
Your
you?
life is
KYLE-ERBY, Kyle Irby.
Would you get
Kyle
KY Jelly what?
No,
K-Y.
KYLE-ERBY, KyleIrby.com.
And
Also
please
check
go
out
to his Facebook. He's got this terrific video on there.
Side Piece Boot Camp.
Side Piece Boot
This shit
Camp.
is
that you can see on
It's
Sheryl
on
Underwood's
my website,
Yeah.
too.
And what is the name of
Side
the
Piece-
website? Rat Pack
Pack
Production.
Pack Rat
sorry about
Production
that.
Inc.
Inc.com. Go watch Side Piece Boot Camp at
And
Pack
then
Rat
when is
Productions,
Glenda's lifestyle blog coming up?
Inc. It's already it's
We
I
have
sent
to.
it, so.
You have to approve.
Approve.
Brand
Yes.
not to listen.
Ah!
They
Come on, Grant. You gotta
Incorporated.
approve it.
Y'all stupid.
So the world can see
And I
it.
have an ebook at Hollywood50tips.com.
Got it.
But
What is
thanks
the
for the shout out,
e-bucket?
Stacey.
What's the e-bucket?
Ebook.
It's the ebook.
Oh, okay.
About getting into the business.
Okay. White Jim Kelly, where can we find you?
Facebook, James Kelly, Kelley, Los Angeles.
Thank you, Makeout Morgan, Super Scrotum Scott, Jacob the Man of God, Marcus King, Jamie Foxx, Guy Black. The challenge is still going on. Next week, it will be a James Brown battle between Guy Black and James Brown. And the entire Foxxhole family, we pray for our troops. We pray for the families of any lost military person. We pray for the police. We pray for the fire department. We absolutely pray for our president and our House and our Senate and the American people. Why? Because nobody can be free if we don't remain the world's superpower. God bless America, and we'll be back next Tuesday if the Lord say so. Keep playing all of this Lee Greenwood. Why? That's right. God bless the USA. We'll never be beat. Woohoo!